I was maiden fair and young on the pleasant banks of Lee, no bird that in the greenwood sung was half so blithe and free. My heart there beats with flying feet, no love sang me his queen. Till down the glen rolled Sarsfield's men, coming wore the jackets green.
Young Donald sat on his gallant grey, like a king on a royal seat, and my heart leapt out on his regal way to worship at his feet. Oh love, had you come in those colours dressed, and what would the soldiers mean? I'd have laid my head on your throbbing breast for the sake of your jacket green.
Well, no hoarded wealth did my love own, the good sword that he bore, but I loved him for himself alone and the colours that he wore. For had he come in England's red to make me England's queen, I would rove the high green hills instead for the sake of the Irish green.
When William stormed with shot and shell at the walls of Garryowen, in the breach of death my Donald fell, and his sleeves near the treaty stone. That breach the foeman never crossed, while he swung his broadsword keen. But I do not weep, my darling lost, for he fell in his jacket green.
When Sarsfield sailed away I wept as I heard the wild call. I felt then dead as a man who slept in the fields of Garryowen. While Ireland held my Donald blessed, no wild sea rolled between, till I would fold him to my breast on wilderness Irish green.
My soul has sobbed like the waves of woe that shattered Crimstone Brae, for I buried me heart in his grave below, for his and for Ireland's sake. And I cry, make way for the soldier's bride, in your halls of death, sad queen, for I long to rest by my pillow of side, and wrapped in the folds of the rain.
And I saw the Shannon's purple tide go by the Irish town, as I stood in the breach by young Donald's side, when England's flag went down. And now it lowers when I see the sky, a blood-red curse between. I weep, but it is not to woman's sighs who raise her Irish green.
Oh, Ireland, says thy lonely soul, and land beats the winter sea. But sadder and higher the wild waves roll, o'er hearts that break for thee. Yet grief shall come to our heartless foes, and our bones in the dust be seen. So Irish maids love none but those who wear the jacket
Was down the glen one Easter morn, the city fair rode I, where armoured lights and marching men and squadrons did pass me by. Now why did hum their battle drum, his sound out its loud tattoo. Oh, but the Angelus bell of the Liffey's swell rang out on the foggy hill. Right proudly and high over Dublin town, they hung out their flags of war. Was better to die neath an Irish sky than in Stubla or Sodamar. From the blades of Royal Mead, strong men they came hurrying to, while Britannia's Huns and their long-range guns sailing through the foggy dew. 'Twas Britannia made her wild geese go, that small nations they might be free. Now their lonely graves are by Subla's waves, and the French of the grey North Sea. On mad they died by Pierce's side, or fought with the Provost too. Now their names we will keep where the Fenians sleep, neath the shroud of the foggy dew. But the bravest fell, the requiem bell rang mournfully and clear, for those who died at Easter time in the springing of that year. While the world did gaze in deep amaze at those fearless men but for you, who bore the fight of freedom's light by shine through the foggy dew. Oh!
You're listening to the Rebel Rebel podcast with Rory Carson. Tasha Vigeshdak, leis an fod cruelly Rebel Rebel, Liberty McCarson.
Well, folks, what's happening? Welcome to another Rebel Sundays on the Rebel Rebel podcast. Myself, Ro, here till 4 o'clock this afternoon. Just myself this week, folks, with no guest on. Cheers to Paul from the Paddy Boys last week. Great interview, so it was. Yeah, folks, we're joining us for another show this afternoon, so please, as usual, share the stream for me. If you're watching on Facebook, simply hit your wee share button. If you're part of any groups, Rebel groups, Celtic groups, Republican groups, whatever, share it on all them pages for me. Also, share it your own stream. If you're watching on Twitter today, retweet the stream for me, and also on YouTube. I would advise people mostly to watch the show on YouTube. You get a better quality of the show, plus it doesn't cut off. But I have to say, last week we got the whole show on Facebook. It didn't get cut off once for some reason or another. I'm not sure what happened there, but fair play. Maybe Mark Zuckerberg gave his crew a day off, and they weren't monitoring the show last week. So yeah, but listen, if you're watching on YouTube, you can copy and paste the link as well, and post it on any of your social media streams. So cheers, folks. Good wee numbers jumping up now as we are. So thank you very much for joining me. We'll just jump in now and see you have listening in on this pissy old wet day today in West Belfast. Absolutely brutal, shocking. It's worst day I've seen for a while, so it is. But it's only a bit of rain. Right up first on YouTube, Jim McCaff. Afternoon, all the shitty weather, but what a beautiful Sunday with Roe and all the gang. Hail. Geraldine McCool, how you doing? Geraldine watching on Facebook today. Lynn Houston watching today on Facebook. Lanky67, how you doing? Good afternoon from sunny Glastonbury. Oh, happy days, mate. What's the crack? You'll have to send me through a picture now, mate. So I'll take a picture where you are in Glastonbury and I'll get it up on the screen so we'll so I know you're definitely there in your tent or something, whatever. So cheers, mate. Steve Kerr is watching today on Facebook from Toronto. Good man yourself. Yes, Lynn, I'm doing good. How you? What's the crack yourself? Terry Mealy, happy Sunday to you all. Edward Strain today watching on YouTube. I love cats. Bye. We used to have about 4 cats and they all died in the same bit in the Glen Road. So obviously the cats didn't like us, so they didn't. Can you play the Bonnestrand? You looking for the lonely Bonnestrand, are you? Dan Seacroft, what's crack, Dan? Afternoon, folks. Dan and Katie watching today up in the 8 in the morning. Catherine Brown, good morning, Ro. Listen today on Facebook. Mara Burns, what's the crack, Mara? We had the parade yesterday in Coatbridge there. I've seen a few videos there. The Coatbridge Republican Flute Band honouring the Loughlin Island Massacre there, as usual, as they do every year. Great turnout. Let's see. James McMullen watching today on Facebook. John Thompson Lawrence watching from South Carolina. Thank you very much for tuning in. What time is it in South Carolina today, John? Let's see. Dan Breen, what's crack, Dan? There you go, man. Marty Heaney watching on YouTube today. Our moderator. Good man yourself. Kingston Boy. Hi. Beautiful Sunday. Who else we have now? Let's see. Dernice Heffernan, what's crack? Dernice are listening in Dublin this afternoon. The Dirty Dubs. We'll not talk about the result yesterday, so I don't even want to mention it. So I don't think it's even worthy of a mention, to be honest. Let's see. So Marty's just posted up the poster of the YouTube link. If you can get it, then log on, folks, and hopefully you can sign up to the page. James was looking for scapegoats. Yes, maybe be up one done today. We haven't done one in a couple of weeks, so I haven't. You missed it, for God's sake. Joseph Pierce. Well, what's the crack? Just heading up the annual Bone commemoration. Can you play Jared Casey by Kieran Davenport? Is that on the day, is it? The Bone commemoration? See, Lynn is saying, yeah, I'm good, thanks. May as well ask, since you've got the Rebel Awards, any chance you can play Emer? Ireland longs to be free. Yes, folks, so we'll get talking about the awards at the start of the show here, in case any didn't see the post to put over the weekend. But listen, first song we'll do today is, you can see I have my Wicks t-shirt on. Doug was out this morning before I headed down. Now, our resident Dirty Dub asked me for it there last week, so I didn't get a chance to play it. He sent me on maybe a bit late and I didn't realise, but so I'm going to do this one here. Obviously, all this here stuff happening in Ukraine, which is absolutely disgusting, like with Russia. We can't forget all the atrocity that's still happening day and daily, folks, in Palestine. So we got a request for this one here for the Wicks, and this is built in the wall, folks. This actually isn't on Spotify. I think maybe the song's been banned or something, but it is on YouTube. So here we go. This is the Wicks and Built in the Wall, folks. The very, very first song of this afternoon's show.
They're building a wall between friends, a wall that justifies any means for their ends, a wall between Semites, rich and poor, brothers and sisters from not so long before. Many feet thick and 20 feet high. No one can look through it and into the eye of a person you might know, to whom you might confide. Now just a stranger on the other side. They're building a wall between water and land, so we can eat fruits and they can eat sand. A wall to make sure that our orchards will grow and our kids can get fat and not need to know of the cities in ruins and the children in fear, that your fathers and brothers in tanks might be near. A wall to keep quiet that in which you fear most, so you don't have to listen to your grandfather's ghost. They're building a wall between your future and past, a wall to keep separate the chambers of gas from bulldozers, gunships, and the tears of a child, and dignity, law, and all other defiled, to remove reality from your facts on the ground. A wall to keep distance that terrible sounds of the houses that separates the truth from the lie. They're building a wall, and at such a cost. Land, money and safety, and all the lives lost. A wall made of brick, but bricks can be broken when the people of Zion have finally awoken. I've said no more walls, no more refugees, no more keeping people upon their knees. And then the history books, it'll someday recall, before apartheid was ended, they were building a wall.
Yeah, some of the Wicks are folks and building a wall, especially for our resident dirty dub, Derek Delaney, that one. So he asked me to play it last week, and I just literally forgot to play it, mate. So he sent me a wee message on Instagram. So my apologies, mate. Yeah, so say have the Wicks t-shirt on today. So I have. So cheers again to Chris Crookie. He sent me a over there last year when he was on doing the interview. So cheers, mate. So listen, I just mentioned the GAA. So today, I think Armagh up against Galway, against 1:45 throw-in. So good luck to Armagh today, folks. So it's looking like they'll be playing Derry in the semi-final if they get through. It's a big chance of getting through. Like, but what about Derry yesterday? I have to say, I know Marty Heaney's getting his knickers in a twist here, like, getting all excited and all. But listen here, what a result! I was watching it myself in the house yesterday. I only got one negative I will have to say that match yesterday, and the other match as well was on Sky Sports. I think it's just a disgrace, especially so high up quarterfinals, you know what I mean? And they weren't on free-to-air TV, which is absolutely brutal from the GAA. So it is. I don't agree a lot with what Buff Egan says, like, so because he talks a lot of shit most of the time. But I have to say, he put a post up yesterday about this here, and he's definitely right. Having, like, obviously these matches from quarterfinals up, having to watch them on Sky Sports is absolutely disgraceful. So it is. But yeah, watch the match, and Derry's drifting you off, just boom. Like, at Conor Glass, some players ways, like, but like, everybody's saying about, what about Dublin? What about Dublin and all this here? But listen, it's all right, easy to talk about Dublin getting through another All-Ireland semi-final, whatever, but listen, it's all, if we all had Dublin's money and the resources they have, whatever and stuff, every Antrim would be getting the All-Ireland finals every year, so it would, and the hurling probably. You get to play in the biggest stadium, have the biggest sponsor. I mean, at their sponsor, they have only sponsors 3 other sports teams in the world, so do, and Dublin's one of them. They get the biggest pot. They have the biggest pool of players, so they do. I mean, basically, Dublin could be 4 counties, so it could. That's the pool of players they have. I mean, I'm not going to get into getting about congratulations to Dublin, because I'm not going to. It's they're at a big advantage. That's like congratulating Man City every year on winning the Premier League. Oh, boo-hoo. The surprise, the team with all the money in the league was actually won the league. You know what I mean? So that's one of them ones. Anybody but Dublin. So it is. So sorry if any of you dubs watching the show today, but I'm not going to be drawn into congratulating you. Definitely not. Marty says, yeah, Elaine cancelled our subscription after the football finished. I had the ODs to watch the game yesterday. Yeah, brilliant match, so it was. Definitely. Right, let's see what else we have here. Let's see. So Andy Kinnan, he says, good afternoon, troops. Hope you're all well. Have a lovely, blessed day. Let's see. Jolly Rogers. I have an incredibly stupid question. I'm sorry, but what is Ice Lolly? Ice cream. Apologies, I'm American. Unfortunately for me, haha. Yeah, so it's like ice lolly. It's like you used to call it like a popsicle. So it is. So yeah, that's what it is. Ice lolly. So it is. So it's not like an ice lolly is more like a frozen sort of like a juice, like a diluted kind of thing, whatever. Where like a ice cream lolly wouldn't be classed as like an ice lolly, but yeah, more like a popsicle. I think Usians would say in your American twang. So you would. It's bedtime. It's bedtime for me. I'll catch this no again. Troops have an awesome day. Jeez, he must have been up there burning the midnight oil last night at Glastonbury. So he was. Trio, mate. Cheers for tuning in today, anyway, mate. For all 20 minutes of it. Good man yourself. Right, so folks, if any would have seen during the week, or probably over the last couple of days, I put a post up about another brainwave I've had. I'll just get the wee graphic here on the screen so you can see it. Let's see, where is it now? There we go. So, obviously, when I'm out driving in the lorry, this is where I get most of my harebrained ideas, so it is. And obviously, whenever I was playing the band, any new drum beats I made up, they're always basically on the steering wheel, playing away, just driving the road and playing there's a good one there or whatever, and then I transferred to the drum and how it worked out. So that's where all my masterclass of my drum beats came over the years, playing on the steering wheel, so it did. But so this idea here, obviously folks, we have an absolutely massive, thriving rebel music scene here in Ireland, so do obviously far and away, Scotland, England, all over the place, but Ireland, like we're concentrating on, and a lot of the times, a lot of the bands and singers and stuff just do not get the recognition that they deserve. And I know a lot of them, most of them will say, listen, we don't do this here for trophies or awards or whatever. We do this to get our music out. Remember the volunteers and all that kind of thing, which is exactly right why the bands would have gone for. But at the end of the day, it's still a thriving scene. A lot of the bands put a lot of work in year out daily. And they just don't get the recognition they deserve. And I had an idea that I said I would love to put together actually an awards. Now, I would love this to get a wee bit bigger next year, actually to have like maybe an awards night at a venue or something, whatever, and get a lot of the winners there. But for this year, we're going to do this here. So the way I'm going to do it is it's going to be based on like a public vote. So there's going to be 10 categories, right? Now, 9 of them that you'll be able to vote on. So I'm going to be setting up a website with the voting on it, and the voting's going to be open for 1 month, so you can vote, right? So the first one's going to be for best large rebel band, so 4-piece and up. Then best small rebel band, 2 and 3-piece, and then best rebel act, 1-piece. The next prize is going to be for song of the year for 2021-22. Obviously, that's going to be based on the plays and requests for them certain songs on my show. And then album of the year 2021-22, obviously again based on plays and requests from my Rebel Sunday show. Then the next one is going to be best new album for this year, best up and coming rebel act from 2021-22, best rebel music venue, best rebel music promoter, and then we're going to have a special praise for a special dedicated lifetime achievement award. It'll be given out. So this is going to be done online, folks. So it's probably going to be maybe on a Friday night. So obviously once all the votes are counted, so I had the massive big shout out to Aidan Brown from Potter Brown's Pub in Dublin. Obviously Dublin's #1, probably only dedicated rebel music bar. So I got on to Aidan on Friday there and asked him about sponsoring the awards. So straight away, yep. So Aidan's going to finance actually the purchase of the awards themselves. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this out on the website with the 10 categories, and you can vote on all of the nominees. So there's going to be a lot of nominees, folks, and some people might say, well, why am I not there? And why is that one in there? That one isn't there for? So the nominees are going to be based on, obviously, their activity, what they've produced, how much they'll be played on the show, how much they get requested on the show, that kind of thing, you know what I mean? Where that's what, and we only have so many nominees, so I can't. So, yeah, I've had so much great feedback, folks, about this here. So cheers to everyone who's texted me, and a few bands as well texted me going, listen, what's this all about? What way is it going to be working? So, in short, this is where it's going to start. So I'm going to be opening up the website, folks, on the 1st of August, right? So they're going to be able to vote for a month on the website. So say there's going to be 10 categories. You can vote for whatever nominee you want in each category. And at the end of it, all the votes will be counted. And we're going to do the awards. We'll do like a proper awards ceremony on one-off show on live. And then, obviously, all of the winners will be prior notified before the awards take place. So hopefully I would like to actually get them and get their award to them, and then we'll maybe get them on the screen on the night, or we'll maybe get like a video recorded with them and we'll play them on the night. Like a wee pre-recorded thing. So yeah, so I think it's one of my better ideas, and the feedback I've had so far, folks, has been absolutely fantastic. So cheers to everyone that have all been into it. So keep looking at that there. It's going to be the 1st of August, folks. The website for the voting is going to be going online. So it is. Let's see, Terry. One. I'll be voting double. We'll know who you're going to be voting for. Terry, anyway. See, Richard Callahan says, don't forget to say that it's Con Mercer's 19th anniversary a few days ago. I had to look at their one up there now, so well. Terry, can you get your votes in? James Devon McClave, yeah, great idea. The awards. James Mullen, can't wait to voting the awards. Damien Quinn for every wins in your category. Lynn Houston, an awesome idea, Ro, absolutely love it. Jolly Rogers says, yeah, they very kindly explained that. We have them here just called popsicles. Let's see. I can go to the neighbour's house and vote. Yeah, so I'll have to look into it more what we're going to do it. So I see people can't vote multiply. I mean, and it's going to be as well. Like so hopefully you can't see what the votes are, because we want people to think, oh well, I have to vote for them there because they're winning. I mean, but it is going to be all very well done and fair, folks. So hopefully you'll trust me out there. But yeah, the feedback I've had so far for the awards has been great. So again, big up and massive respect to Aidan Brown from Patter Brown's pub in Dublin, who does so much for the Rebel scene, folks. Who once again is stepping in and financing us here. So talking of Aidan, it is his birthday today. So big massive happy birthday to Aidan Brown from Patter Brown's there in Dublin. So happy birthday, mate. I hope you have a good day and I hope you get spoilt this afternoon. Right, so moving on. Lynn has been torching me to play this song for weeks now. Just looking for Emer's Ireland Longs to Be Free. It's maybe a common theory that I do not like playing this song, or I don't play it for some reason. Maybe Emer might know the reasons why I mightn't like playing the song, but listen, people ask for it, so it is a good song, apart from maybe from my perspective a few of the words in it, but it is still a great song. This is actually the headline track from Emer's album recorded live in the Rock Bar, Ireland Longs to Be Free. So it's a song Emer wrote herself called Ireland Longs to Be Free. So it is. So we're going to do this one now, especially for Lynn Houston, who asked for it. So Lynn, this for you. This is the first track from Emer that maybe the Norway, and said, I have to say, folks, if anybody's seen any of the recent videos of Emer playing, she hasn't been playing the guitar in her last few gigs. Basically, she had done some damage to her hand the last time she was over in Scotland playing in Motherwell. And so basically, big coach has been stepping in, who coaches a phenomenal musician anyway. Like, he's been playing the guitar while Emer's been doing the singing. So hopefully she gets better soon. She'll be back playing the guitar very, very soon. So here we go anyway. Contrary to conception, or what people think, this is getting played in the show. So this is Emer McLaughlin with Ireland Longs to Be Free on Rebel Sunday, specially for Lynn Houston. Here we go.
Hey folks, this time I'm going to do a song that I wrote myself. A song about the words to, and it's a song called Ireland Longs to Be Free. Oh, Ireland, it longs to be free, from the mountain down to the sea. Whether your hand is on the ballot box or your hand is on the gun, singing chuck your lie, you know our day will come. Singing chuck your lie, you know our day will come. Achilliganish, it is our native tongue. The more they try to crush it, the stronger we become. So shouts to us, August fight on. Come on, the girls, come on, the man. Chuck your lie, you know our day will come. Oh, Ireland, it longs to be free, from the mountain down to the sea. Whether your hand is on the ballot box or your hand is on the gun, singing chuck your lie, you know our day will come. Singing chuck your lie, you know our day will come. Are the politicians feeling this land? Are they playing into Britain's greedy hand? Your time has come, you've had your say, should have left it to the IRA. Chuck your lie, you know our day will come. Oh, Ireland, it longs to be free, from the mountain down to the sea. Whether Whether your hand is on the ballot box or your hand is on the gun, singing chuck your lie, you know our day will come. Singing chuck your lie, you know our day will come. Oh, still today, internment by remand. Another generation suffers under British hands. You're strip searched in isolation, you'll never break their termination. Chuck your lie, you know our day will come. Singing chuck your lie, do you remember 81? Oh, Ireland, it longs to be free, from the mountain down to the sea. Whether your hand is on the ballot box or your hand is on the gun, singing chuck your lie, you know our day will. One more time. Oh, Ireland, it longs to be free, from the mountain down to the sea. Whether your hand is on the ballot box or your hand is on the gun, singing chuck your lie, you know our day will come. Singing chuck your lie, you know our day will come. Singing chuck your lie, you know our day will come. Ireland longs to be free there.
There we go, folks. That was Emer McLaughlin there with Ireland longs to be free. Especially for Lynn Houston, that one there, so I can't say I didn't play the song on the show now, so there you go. Yeah, folks, this is Rebel Sundays with myself, Ro, this week on my own. No guest this Sunday. We are back with the guests next week. Let's see, James Dan McClave says, Damien's 18 Brits, most requested song not to be played. Well, obviously, they were sort of going about songs that most requested. When we look at we're talking about the awards, it's going to be like New Year's songs that have been, and plus the stipulation as well has to be any of the nominees, they have to be Irish or Irish based, right? So there's going to be no Scottish bands or nothing like that. There's going to be in the awards categories. So it have to be obviously Irish singers, all Irish songs. So it is written by like, Irish artists or performed by Irish artists on certain albums. Any of the praises for the albums have to be ones that have maybe been released between last year and this year. But I'll put out the rules. Obviously, when I'm putting the website out for the details of the awards. But so again, yeah, folks, so thanks for all the great feedback. It's going to go down well, I think. Right, let's see. Craigie, what's the crack, son? How's you, mate? Here, I seen a boy the other day up in Lurgan. He was asking about you. What did he say his name was? He does like the marking out of the roads, knowing they're taking the roads up. He was talking about you. I can't remember. He says, tell Craig. He was asking about him. You see him. I was like, who are you? But obviously he was saying he listens to the show and stuff. But yeah, listen, so he's looking for The Hills of South Armagh by Aoife Scott. I'll have to look at that. Is that one on Spotify or YouTube, mate? If it is, do me a favour. Send me a wee link to it on Facebook, Craigie, will you? And I'll play it here for you, not a problem. Right, let's see. Lynn Houston, yep. Thank you, not a problem. Mrs. Kathy Carwell is watching. What's crack, Kathy? John Glavin? Hail from the Republic of Cork. Well, what about last night? Roy Keane getting booed at Croke Park by all the Dubs. I think even the Cork fans were booing him as well, were they? Shane Fane, something different today, Ro. Could you play? We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel for the Portadown lads. I know, terrible. Somebody lit their wee fire on them, so for God's sake. Jolly Rogers is saying, what did you say the name of this song was? I apologise, something was talking to me. That song is called Ireland Longs to Be Free by Emer McLaughlin. So it's a song she wrote herself. So it is. So yep, it's on her album. The album is called Ireland Longs to Be Free. It's on Spotify and all the rest of the Apple Music and stuff. So it is. Let's see, Dan Breen. Ro, could you play Shall My Soul Pass Through Over Ireland by Sean Murphy? I'll have to look on that one now, so I will. Carl Ann McCrory, how you doing? Afternoon all. Hey, Dale, Val, and Terry, and Rob, and Sonny Grease. Jesus Christ. Loving it. Let's see. I Love Cats is it. Thanks for all the talking about Derry. You are being a good show. I like it every Sunday. It's very good. Well, thank you very much, mate. Yeah, so big good luck to Armagh today. Again, playing against Galway. It'll be a great match. Armagh and Derry in the semi-final. So it will. Jesus. But what about their Clare team yesterday? They just weren't. Jesus, just weren't like with it at all. So like just. It was one of them ones, like probably a bit like Galway as well, probably the day. Clare just aren't a they're a hurling team more or less. I mean, they aren't a great football side, so they aren't. I think Clare people will admit that themselves. So so I see a post there from Derek, or I see user out today. Afternoon, Row. The gang from St Finbar's GA Club in Cabra this afternoon. Good man yourself for tuning in today in the club. Anthony Murphy, can you please play Damien Quinn's latest single, Good Luck? Is it the Celtic one you're looking for, is it? Ange, We Never Stop. Let's see. Row, would you give a shout out today, my brother Bernard, cycling from, is it Mizenhead to Mallinhead from Wednesday on the final stretch today, and he had 2 local charities, the Foyle Hospice and Hurt. So brilliant, well done, your brother Bernard, who's cycling the Mizenhead to Mallinhead, and he's finishing up here today. So well done to him, mate. Them 2 great charities. Thomas Dunn, you never beat the Dubs. Well, I'll say again, and I'll say it many times. Listen, the Dubs can shout a bit more as well, but they have an unfair advantage over any other team in the county, financially, more importantly. Above all other things. So people shouting about Dublin, saying you'll never beat them. Well, it's hard to beat a team that has so much backing behind them. You know what I mean? So let's see. Marty says, yeah, Clare were poor yesterday. However, Derry's defence was terrible when Clare scored their second goal. And Marty, I was sitting in, running into the kitchen going, it's an hour goal. It was mad. But yeah, listen, Derry need to sort their defence out so well if they're going to play Armagh in this next round. So they are. Better players. Well, as I say, whenever you have the pick of the whole county of Dublin to choose from, I'm sure you probably will get. If any other county had the player pool that Dublin had, it would probably be a different story. But listen, enough of that there. We're going to do a song next from next week's guest. So see, we're back with the guests next week, folks, and our guest is an Armagh man. I was talking about Armagh. He's playing at the match today, so we're talking about the main man, Bo Loughran, who is actually, I think he might be in Bundoran. He's playing all down in Bundoran next weekend, so he is. So he's going to be doing the interview live from his accommodation in Bundoran. So yeah, next Sunday's guest, folks, is going to be Bo Loughran from Lurgan, County Armagh. So they've been looking to get him on the show for a while now, and hopefully now we're going to get him on next week. He has a great story to tell. So we're going to do a song from Bo's album, the Scullery Sessions, the most requested song. So this one here, be even more later this time. We're going to do On the One Road. So this, folks, Bo Loughran on the One Road is going to be on the show next Sunday as our special guest. Here we go.
We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, or maybe the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, swinging along, singing a soldier's song. Though we've had our troubles now and then, now is the time to make them up again. Sure aren't we all Irish anyhow? Now is the time to stop together. Now we're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, or maybe the wrong road. Oh, we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, singing along, singing a soldier's song. Tinker, tailor, every mother's son, butcher, baker, shouldering his gun. Rich man, poor man, every man line, all together just like old Einstein. We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, or maybe the wrong road. Oh, we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, swinging along, singing a soldier's song. Night is dark, it's just before the dawn. From the sanctions Ireland is reborn. soon we'll all united Irishmen make our land a nation once again. We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, or maybe the wrong road. Oh, we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, singing along, singing the soldier's song.
There we go. That is at the end of the abruptly there. I wasn't watching the timing come down. So that was Bo Loughlin there, folks, from his album. This one here, it's a cracking album, if anybody's ever seen it. Bo Loughlin, the Scullery Sessions, the most requested. So that was an album obviously done with all during lockdown. Bo was obviously doing a live feed every week from his kitchen. He's called the Scullery. So it was so that's his album that came through the lockdown sessions. So yeah, Bo's gonna be on the show next Sunday, so really looking forward to having Bo on. Met the guy a couple of times. He's a real genuine guy and a brilliant singer as well. So yeah, right. Craig, you have our song lined up next for you, so I'm gonna play one next. Steve, can you play Go On Home Pretty Soldiers, mate? Right, I'll maybe get that on towards the end of the show, Steve, right? Rambo, he says, still struggling with the nightmares. I love cats. Can you play Shot by a Black Tan Gun, Jared from Swatra, or Tipperary, So Far Away? See, what off here? So Mario is saying Derry will hammer Armagh. I don't know, mate. I think if Armagh doesn't have their keepers injured, maybe, I don't know. But that guy is a keeper and a forward himself. So I wouldn't get me too cocky just yet. There's crack stranger Stevie Holbrook. Can you play a song from Marcella by Bick for you that hasn't come on the show in about a month, and you come on now to start demanding songs? Who do you think you are, Stevie? Right, so what we'll have lined up next? We'll have a song up next. Yeah, we're going to do this one here by oh geez, they're all loving this here. Can you play Gavaki Road or Firestarter? Obviously you're all talking about that Portadown bonfire getting burnt down by some wee rascals. Disgraceful. And I had the laugh the other day, like Carla Lockhart was coming on saying, oh, the cops have to investigate, it's an arson attack. But so listen, so if somebody burns the fire when nobody's there, it's arson. But when somebody burns this fire when there's thousands of people all watching, it's not arson. I don't understand. Bit random. But yeah. Right, so Craigie, my good friend Craigie from over in North Belfast, looking at this one. He's looking for Aoife Scott, The Hills of South Armagh. I have to admit, I haven't heard this here one before, Craig. I'm just going to play it on your judgment. So I'll make this one spicy for you. This is Aoife Scott with The Hills of South Armagh on Rebel Sundays, folks. Any more requests, get them on. We'll have another 2 hours and 15 minutes to go, so loads of time for your requests today, as we've no guests this week. So here we go.
Crowded streets of Brooklyn seem a long way from my home. People rushing onwards, going to and coming from. Bid them time of day and they look the other way. And so you end up just like them and talk to no one. Where the grass is fresh and green, where the air is pure and clean, where the gentle rivers kiss the mountain streams. Although I've traveled far, the hills of South Armagh are the hills I'm roaming nightly in my dreams. The view from my apartment is the grass is fresh and green, where the air is pure and clean, where the gentle rivers kiss the mountain stream. Although I've traveled far, the hills of South Armagh are the hills I'm roaming nightly in my dream. Here the hills are occupied by strangers now, and the work keeps getting scarcer every day. Oh, it's a hard life when you're forced from home to leave the ones you love. Oh, it's a hard life when you're forced to live this way, where the grass is fresh and green, where the air is pure and clean, where the gentle rivers kiss the mountain streams. Although I've traveled far, the hills of South Armagh are the hills I'm roaming nightly in my dreams, where the grass is fresh and green, where the air is pure and clean, where the gentle rivers kiss the mountain streams. Although I've traveled far, the hills of South Armagh are the hills I'm roaming nightly in my dreams.
There we go. That was the Hills of South Armagh from Aoife Scott. Spicy for Craigie or last night. A few people saying as well, never heard this one, but I haven't heard that one myself either, so I don't. The sound there, just let me know, folks. Seeing that there, was it a bit low? Because I see certain songs you play on Spotify, some are higher than others, and I can only push into a certain level on the desk, or it'll start distorting. You know what I mean? So obviously that was the highest I could play at one there. So it was. But some songs on Spotify are been recorded at a higher volume than others. You know what I mean? So hopefully you just heard that one okay. Let's see, Marty Kane says, well, what's crack me? Any chance of playing Paddy Kelly, the Prayer of Dungannon? Yeah, maybe I will play it today, but I haven't done that one in a few weeks. So yes, slightly low, but not too bad. Right, okay. But to be honest, I think it was just that there version of the song. So do, but I'll maybe put it in a different channel on the desk, the Spotify ones here, just to see if I can get a wee bit louder. So the next one I play, you can tell me. I'm going to tell you if it's from Spotify or not, and then you can tell me if it's a bit louder than that last one there is. So, right, what am I going to do? Terry says, yeah, can you play Remember My Noah, please, as it was anniversary midweek. So 2 years, wasn't it? Yeah, I'll maybe get that one on today, because it is still remember that for Fiona is looking at justice for young Noah Donahue. So, yeah, maybe we'll do that there. So we'll, the day by Damien Quinn, the song he wrote for young Noah. Let's see, yeah, mate, it was just a bit low. Try the YouTube link instead, maybe a bit better. See, Peter Stephen Whaley says, the Boys Over Brigade for Mark White from Denny, from Stephen White up there. So the Boys Over Brigade. Let's see, what do what do I have lined up next? Yeah, so I got a request there from Elton Cowan. So asked me to play a tune here for his son, right? So he was heading to see Lewis Capaldi tonight. So he is in Belsonic. I actually could have been going myself here, but Laura's going. Laura's going with her friends, so I end up dropping them down. Not a big fan of Lewis Capaldi myself. I like some of his songs, but he's a Tim, like. But, so Elton was looking for his son, Josh, who said to Lewis Capaldi. So he's looking for The Godly Mountain Boy by the Rebel Hearts. So yeah, this is one of the songs that features on my album, Rebs for Hope, folks. Great version of this song. I haven't heard a much better version of this song in a while, I have to say. So we'll go to it one night. Let's see. James says, I think that song was never supposed to be played loud. Brilliant singer and brilliant tune. Maybe we'll listen. See, the next song we're going to play from Spotify, well, you can let me know how it sounds. If it's a wee bit louder, I'm going to plug in a different part of the desk here, where the gains are a wee bit higher than the other one was. So we'll let you know. Right, so this one's for Elton and his son Josh, who's heading to Belfast today to see the wee Tim himself, Lewis Capaldi at Belsonic. He's looking for The Godly Mountain Boy from the Rebel Hearts. So let's just see what track. I think it's number 3. I think it's this one here. Here we go.
Join the flying column in 1916 in Cork with Sean Moylan, Tipperary, wet and rain, arrested by Free Staters and sentenced for to die. Oh, farewell to Tipperary, said the guilty mountain boy. We went across the valleys, over the hills of spring, where we met with Dilly Lacey, Sean Hogan and Ambry, Sean Moylan and his gallant band. Oh, they kept the flag flying high. Oh, farewell to Tipperary, said the guilty mountain boy. We trekked the Dublin mountains, we were rebels on the run. Though hunted night and morning, we were outlaws but free men. We tracked the Wicklow mountains as the sun was shining high. Oh, farewell to Tipperary, said the guilty mountain boy. To the county mountains that I've died dream sheltered me. To the man who fought for our liberty, and he died without a sigh. May their cause be not forgotten, said the guilty mountain boy.
Yeah, some of the guilty mountain boy there, folks. He is from the Rebel Hearts, from County Tipperary. Paddy and the boys there. That was for Josh and Elton there. Josh heading to Lewis Capaldi tonight. So his dad asked for that one. Not a problem, mate. So cheers for tuning in this afternoon. Folks, this is Rebel Sundays with myself, Ro, here to 4 o'clock today. Let's say just myself this week, no guest. But I'd say next week we are going to have, back with a guest, we're going to have the main man from Lurgan, County Armagh, Bo Lochran on, folks. So he's playing a full weekend of gigs in Bundoran next weekend. So we're going to be taking time out next Sunday afternoon at some stage to do his interview. Let's see, Ronan McDonald. What's the crack, Ronan? Any chance of playing a song called May the 12th, 1916 by Niall Connolly. Great song about Connolly. Actually, I might get a look at that other one. And see, to be honest, it was James Connolly's anniversary. When was it? Whatever day it was on. And I didn't even acknowledge that it was his anniversary on the show that day. Absolutely cannot believe it. That I didn't do it. Just really... So somebody texted me as soon as the show was finished, like, are you for real? You didn't even play the song today, or didn't even acknowledge that it was on, and I was just like, whew. Usually every anniversary or whatever, I seem to get them and get them on the show, especially if it's on the actual day of the show, but for some reason that day I didn't get done, so my apologies. Where was it there? Let's see. It says, you've made my uncle's day by playing that song. Thanks, big man, Jared from Swatter. Not a problem, mate. Dan Breen, yeah, brilliant song. Jim McCaff's looking for a bit of... Yes, don't forget, Jim, I'm going to play a bit of country today. You don't have to keep torturing me, mate. But, yep, I'm going to get him on, don't worry. At some stage this afternoon. Derek Daly looking for Johnny Donegan for Bonnestrand. Let's see. Sean McFarlane. Yahoo! What's the crack, Sean? Whereabouts are you these days? You must be down in the country somewhere. I seen you posting there this morning about cheap beer. Somewhere. Are you in Uri or what are you at? You're living it up. Any chance of playing Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Russian Roulette by Christy Moore and Moving Hearts? Now, I might play this here, but now there's a great version of this here on Stefan's new album. So I might actually play Stefan's version of this here today, Marty. The good news is, folks, obviously, Stephen, have you seen his Facebook Live there a week or so ago? He was having a bit of trouble trying to get his album on the Spotify, but it's fairly nigh on. So it is. So folks, check it out on Spotify. Stefan's full album, Rebel Heart, it's on Spotify now. It's a great album, so it is. So go and check it out, folks. I'll maybe play it there tune today. The Marty's looking from it. Sean, he says, on my way home from Carlingford, was it Liam Jones's 40th? Mate, you're always doing something. Fair play. Dan Breen says, he has COVID, Marty, and the ward is closed down. He's getting the chance. Thanks for asking. Let's see. Right, yeah, I think that's we're all caught up. I think so we are. Let's see. Yeah, I'll definitely look on that one there, mate. So well, Ronan. Mick McAdam, afternoon from Banbury in Oxfordshire. As usual, mate, cheers for tuning in today. Fran O'Mara, what is the crack, Fran? How you doing, mate? Another great balladeer here on the show today. Good to have you on, mate. Been doing a lot of gigs with the great Paddy Mangan of late, so he is. Obviously, two former Druids men. I say back when the band had some integrity, unlike what they're currently doing these days. Yes, I'm still Druids bashing, but sure. What's the yeah, so Fran was looking for he says, could I play any chance of playing the Lockgall Ambush? Listen, so we'll go do the latest version from Clover. Obviously, we may have played this in the last few weeks, but this is the one that Clover, or obviously their album recorded at last year's Big Fans Gathering at the PD Club. It's going to be released on my night this December, folks, in the Rock Bar. The one we're doing for the big fans sort of reunion party this year. So yeah, of course, Clover are going to be headlining. So that is going to be the only Irish release date that night, folks, where you can actually go and see the live launch of their album, Clover Live in West Belfast. So this is another track that the lads have sent me. This is the latest offering, and so this is the track called the Lock All Martyrs. Obviously written by Jerry Gleckman of the Irish Brigade. So I'm going to play this one from the Spotify laptop here. So hopefully this one here sounds a wee bit louder than that there Aoife Scott one did. Here goes Clover, folks, from County Limerick with their version of the Lock All Ambush.
I've sung so many songs of fallen heroes. I really thought that I have said it all. But if a song can fill our hearts and raise our spirits, then we'll sing about our martyrs at Long. Where the Irish nation will tread in sorrow, such sadness and this country seldom know. For Monaghan they lost a gallant soldier with 7 volunteers from Eastborough. What does he say? England, do you really think it's over? Come on! If you do, you're gonna have to kill us all. What no? For until you take your murderers out of Ireland, we will make you rue the blood spill and Loch All. It was on a warm and misty Friday evening. The scent of apple blossom filled the air. That village street seemed quiet and deserted, but the SAS were watching everywhere. Oh, the nigger bomb that only reached its target. The trap was sprung and gunfire filled the air. Maggie captured, she did not want any prisoners. Shoot to kill her orders with money. What does he say? Oh, England, do you really think it's over? Sing, if you do, you're gonna have to kill us all. For until you take your murderers out of Ireland, we will make you rue the blood spill and Loch All. You butchered 8 brave volunteers that evening. They were kicked and punched in case they went on dead. You drag them up and down that Armagh village, and you fill their bodies full of British blood. Well, did you think that it would teach us all a lesson? Such savagery the whole world was appalled. Well, don't you know, there's 20 more men waiting for each one that you murdered and the wall. Let's hear ya! Oh, England, do you really think it's over? Sing it, if you do, you're gonna have to kill us all. For until you take your murderers out of Ireland, we will make you rue the blood spill and Loch All. Farewell to Paddy Caddy and to Florida. No more you lead the fighting units forward. Side by side reporting for Kearney and Tony Gormley. You died to drive the British from the north. And Declan Arthurs and you for Seamus Stanley. On that night you were the youngest of them all. And Jared O'Callaghan and a gallant Eugene Kelly. Your blood still stains the pavements of the hall. Come on, let's hear ya! Oh, England, do you really think it's over? Come on! If you do, you're gonna have to kill us all. One and all! For until you take your murderers out of Ireland, we will make you rue the blood spill and Loch All. Irish! Oh, England, do you really think it's over? If you do, you're gonna have to kill us all. For until you take your murderers out of Ireland, we will make you rue the blood spill and Loch All. We will make you rue the blood spill and Loch All. Yo-ho!
Yo-ho! That is sort of Clover there, folks, with their version of the Lockall Ambush, especially for Fran O'Mara, that one. And hopefully that one there was a wee bit louder. So I've just plugged into a separate part of the desk where there's a wee bit more gain. I can turn it up. So, but maybe it could have been that or Eva Scott's song was just a wee bit low, so it wasn't. That's why it sounded very low. I don't know. But yeah, folks, this is Rebel Sundays here. Please share the stream for me if you're watching on Facebook. We're still on live on Facebook at the minute, so just share it around any groups. Share what you have, any Celtic groups, Republican groups, Irish groups, whatever. Share it in your own stream. If you're watching on Twitter, there's loads of people retweeting the stream today, so cheers to all the people watching on Twitter today. Much appreciated. We'll jump back in the comments, see what we have here. Let's see. Up the ET, East Rome Brigade. Oh wait, okay. I thought it was one of your stupid buddy the IBA or something there, so it was. James says, yeah, music sounds great today, good man, cheers. Let's see, what time is starting Sunday? Joseph McCoy said, would you play The Informer by Saoirse? Haven't heard it in years. Big Pat there from Shebeen. Actually, he does a great version out there of The Informer. I think that there is on Spotify, so we'll maybe get a look at that there. Mate, Joseph, not a problem. Let's see. Martin Hayes says, poor Robert Craney deserves a medal. Hope Terry Craney makes some extra big bowl of cornflakes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Loads of crack happening here today, so it is. James R says, yeah, great people, super band, Clover are well worth the seeing live. Martin Kane says, Ro, will you drop me in 3 tickets for the Big Fans Reunion when you get a chance? Right, so Marty, obviously, so for everybody else, regarding the tickets for this here gig, folks, right, I'll just put it up on the screen again here. Hold on a second, I'll find it. Where's the flyer for it? Here, right. So, there's no actual fit. When we done the one the PD last year, we had the wristbands. So obviously, whenever somebody bought a ticket online or whatever, if they bought the ticket off me, you just I posted all the wristbands out, or if anybody bought a cash sale, I'll just deliver the wristbands. So for this here one, there's no tickets or no wristbands. So basically the way it's going to work is anybody who buys a ticket, there's going to be a list on the door on the night. So if you buy tickets online, you'll get an email, so you will. So the email is basically your receipt. So you make sure you need to bring the email with you at night on your phone or whatever to show it. There'll be a spreadsheet on the door on the night. Everybody's bought tickets. Anybody that buys tickets off me just for the cash, their name will go on the spreadsheet as well. So there's going to be no actual physical tickets or wristbands for this one because it's sort of on a smaller scale. Do you know what I mean? So obviously it's not as big as what we're planning for the Balmoral gig. But yeah. So if anyone wants to buy tickets, the link is there. To buy them online. You can use your credit card or PayPal or a debit card, whatever. Or if you don't have none out there and you want to pay cash, just send me a wee PM and I will give you the details how you can do a bank transfer or I can come and collect or whatever, that kind of thing. But yeah, folks, tickets are going rightly for this year. It is going to be a sellout, of no doubt. So Marty, what I'll do is let me know when you're in. I'll call down and get the money off you, and then your name will go on the list for three paid tickets. All right. But cheers. For supporting the show, good man, much appreciated. Right, let's see what else we have here. Right, here we go. Score now. Armagh 4 and Galway 1 is the match on at the moment. You want to hear the score? Galway got another points. It was 4-2 now, isn't it? I assume this here one's on must be on Sky as well today, is it? Colin McGrath says, gives an old blast of the Galway Mountain Boy for all the tip boys, especially all the McGraths and Drummond. Well, if you had it tuned in 5 minutes ago, you'd have heard the song, mate. The Galway Mountain Boy's just been on from the Rebel Heart, so it is. And Terry is going off here about wanting to hear any Damien Quinn song, because she just assumes that she can go on here and can demand songs all day long. I mean, I haven't played Damien Quinn the first hour. There must be something wrong, But listen, don't worry, we're going to play Damien Quinn very, very soon. Terry, so we are. Right, here we go. What's Lynn going on about now? So, since I've already harassed you for Emer, feel free to play more from Emer. Could you play the Irish Brigade Song of the Dawn or anything from Chris Coyle? Or as you want, you can play both. Cheers. Well then, we'll see what happens. You never know. Yes, you tell her, Ro, definitely. Who she is? I'd hire him one. Right, so what we're going to do next, we'll do a song from the bold Chris Carney, who I think he actually might be entitled to go on this here list of one of the nominees for this here award ceremony. Obviously, he is suppose technically he's Scottish, but I think he's been here that long now, so he's been based here that long now. He's been singing in Paddy Brown's that long. I think he probably has an Irish passport, so he does. So Chris might qualified to go on here to the list of nominees for one of these here awards. So this is Chris Carney, folks, with his version of Come Out You Black and Tans. So it is actually there's going to be a verse here at the end of this song for Leo Varaga. So it is. So if you listened into it, it was all about obviously time when they wanted to remember, officially remember the Black and Tans. So it did, and it didn't go down too well in the south. So this is a verse in this song that Chris has put in. So I think the High Flying Paddies read it, and Chris has put it in. So here goes Chris Carney live in Paddy Brown's with Come Out You Black and Tans, folks, on Rebel Sundays. No, that is the Gottlieb Mitten Boy. Hopefully this here's the Black and Tans. There we go.
Hey, folks, here's a requested song called Come Out You Black and Tans by many people, and well, the last number of weeks you can see the reason why. There's a last week verse here written by the High Flying Paddies, and I had the pleasure of singing this last verse that they wrote, so it's dedicated to Leo Varadkar and his cronies in Dollarn. Streets where the later drums beat. There's plenty English speaking walks on all runs, and every single night so when me dad would come home tight, he'd invite the neighbours outside to this chorus. So come on out, you black and tans, come out and quit me like a man. Show you why you pay what meadows down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made her run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Glashara. Come let us hear you tell how you sound the great pronoun. Be fought about and through the persecuted. Where are the sneers and jeers that should boldly let us hear when our leaders of 16 were executed? Here we go. So come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show you why you fight what meadows down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA makes her run like hell away from the green lovely lanes of Glashara. Come tell us how you slew them out dance to Maiden. If they showed us they had spears and bows and arrows, a brave you face one with your 16-pounder gun, and you frightened them damn meadows to their marrow. So come on out, you like your times, come out and fight me like a man. Straight away, how you want meadows down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made her run like hell away from the green lovely lanes of Glashara. Here's the last verse dedicated to Leo. I can't believe the things I hear, it's still ringing in my ear, that Leo, he has planned a celebration. All our heroes bold and brave will be turning in their graves. Varadkar, you're a traitor to this nation. So come on out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your way for you at meadows down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green lovely lanes of... One more time, let me hear you say it. So come on out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your way for you at meadows down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green lovely lanes of Glashara. Come on, you black and tans.
There we go. So Chris Carney here, folks, with Come Out You Black and Tans, recorded live in Paddy Brown's Dublin there. That's all these Dublin ones. I'd like to see a few comments I missed there. I was talking. Let's see. Alright. See, so Marty Heaney says, right, so who's picking the nominees for the awards? Is it the fans or yourself? No, so it's going to be me picking the nominees, right? So it is. So obviously the list can only be so long, right? And I think obviously if you were to put a thing, say, well, who do you think should be nominees first? Then people all voting, and then sort of say like whoever gets the most votes. But then to me, I'm sort of going by like what I think who's deserving. I'm going by the show, do you know what I mean? Who gets the most airplays, who gets the most requests, who I see on the scene is most active, who's doing lots of gigs, who's getting the sort of the gigs. I mean, obviously, that's who the. I mean, there will be maybe 5 or 6 nominees in each category. Some maybe even about 10 because there's so many so many for each category. So yeah. So in short, Marty, it's going to be me picking the nominees, right? And then obviously they'll go on to each category, and then you all get the chance to vote for them who the winners are going to be. So hope that there clears that up for you. Let's see. Fran and Mara. Chris is 100% one of the best in the business. Yep, definitely, mate. Jim McCaff says, love him, Martin. Farewell the Black is my favourite, but I'm asking for it. Let's see. John Boy says, any chance of Songbird from Podgy? Cheers, mate. That's one I haven't played now in a while. So all the pressure's on me. Yes, mate, definitely is. And I'm sure there'll be people saying, it's an early old shit, this awards thing and all. Maybe because they didn't get an nomination. I didn't put them in there, whatever, I mean, or stuff. Or it's, we'll see. But I think people will be surprised, you know what I mean, of who's going to be in it. So I was going to say, because the whole reason for doing this awards is there's just a lot of the bands and singers they do deserve some kind of recognition. And if it means even just getting a plaque or a thing, like a framed plaque with your name on it, that you've been recognised by people who have actually voted for you, that think you're of deserving of an award, then I think that there's recognition enough. So it is. So yeah. Right, what we're going to do next. So yeah, we're going to do this one for Terry, because she's been torturing me already for a while. But this young man, folks, 2 years this week was the anniversary of Noah O'Donoghue, and still to this day, it's crazy when you look into all of the what happened and the so many inaccuracies from the PSNI that haven't been challenged or looked into, and still to this day, Stephen Nolan has not once mentioned this young man's death on his show. Is just it's scandalous, so it is. So we're going to do this one. This is a song written by Damien Quinn called Remember My Noah, all about the young man Noah O'Donoghue. So it's his second anniversary this week. So we're thinking obviously of Fiona and the rest of Noah's family. So this is for Terry, who'd asked for it and who highlighted it, especially for her birthday as well as you. So this is Remember My Noah from Damien Quinn, folks, on Rebel Sundays.
A young son died and his mother cried. No answers, we have nothing. An innocent child on a bicycle died. Let this be not forgotten. Remember my Noah. He left his home for to spend some time with all his friends. To Cave Hill Country Park he was bound. But somewhere along the way he mysteriously disappeared. And it's now that many questions must be answered. A young son died and his mother cried. No answers, we have nothing. An innocent child on a bicycle died. Let this be not forgotten. Remember my Noah. It was 6 days till he was found. They say that he had drowned in a storm drain in a spot in North Belfast. But these questions still remain. How he got into that drain. For his family's sake, we need to know the truth. A young son died and his mother cried. No answers, we have nothing. An innocent child on a bicycle died. Let this be not forgotten. Remember my Noah. I'm Noah O'Donoghue. We will remember you. seek the truth. A bright and loving child, we will not forget your smile. With the angels now in heaven, rest in peace. A young son died and his mother cried. No answers, we have nothing. An innocent child on a bicycle died. Let this be not forgotten. Remember my Noah. Remember my Noah. Remember my Noah.
Here you go. Sort of remember my Noah there, folks, from Damien Quinn. Say this week's two-year anniversary of the young man who literally just went to go and meet his mates. One, I think it was a Sunday night, wasn't it, that he went missing, and we all know what happened. Somebody ended up naked in a storm drain in North Belfast, and to this day, the cops have a lot the answer for us to have. So that was for Terry who asked that one, folks. Yeah, this is Rebel Sundays on the Rebel podcast. Yeah, loads of hearts here and busy, lovely, good voices coming through for Noah and obviously his mother Fiona. So there is let's see, Anne-Marie watching from God's country, of course, West Belfast. West Belfast. What's crack, Anne-Marie? Cheers for tuning in this afternoon. Right, folks, what are we on? We're on now 1421. Perry Conway is hello from East Kilbride in Scotland. Good man, yourself, Peter. I say Perry Conway. Sorry, Peter Conway. I don't know how I even looked like Perry there. So did. Folks, it's probably my eyes. So this, what's going on today? I'm still a bit tired, and if you think I look a bit rougher this morning than normal, there's one person to blame for this here, but just be aware here for a bit of cuteness overload. This wee thing here. So she's literally, for this, the last 3 nights, I don't know what it is. She's taking waking up nearly every hour on the hour and crying like a banshee. Not even like crying, like screaming like a banshee. But when you look at this, you can't not forgive her when she gets up and gives you that wee smile. I mean, yes, this is our wee Maeve, folks, this morning. Literally, like, what time was that? I was 7 o'clock this morning, sitting in the room with her. When I literally had a gig on last night, digging in the after 2, absolutely shattered. And I was up there last night, Laura was up there last night, 2 of us were getting her back to bed, blah, blah, blah. So, but yeah, we cutie indeed, she is. So that's why I'm a bit shattered today, and why my eyes are probably hanging in my head. But anyway, there we go. See, when you see that wee cuteness on her, you can't help but forgive her for being a complete another melter. So you can't at 4 o'clock in the morning. So you can't. Right, so we'll have a few more questions. We're going to get them in. Oh, Jesus, here we go. Right, let's see. Let's see. Marty says, wee rascal keeping you, Daya, sorry, mummy, up. Well, see, the thing is, because I get up so early in the morning, I'm obviously up every morning 5 o'clock, so I can't really get up early in the middle of the night, but saying that there, most of the times, see, when I'm asleep, I wouldn't even hear, like, I think it must be just maybe the mother's instincts. Like, Laura would literally hear of her dummy dropped out of her mouth, where, like, she literally needs to be screaming like a banshee for me to go, oh, Jesus, that's Charlie awake. And literally Laura would be like, yeah, I've been sitting here with her for the last hour beside you, and you've only woke up now. Like, it's just, I think I take that there from my ma, the old sleeping. I think, like, a bomb could go off outside our street, and if she's sleeping, she would not hear it, so she wouldn't, like. Yep, let's see, Jim McCaff. Yeah, brilliant road, definitely. Shadow whiskey in the bottle, mate. I don't know. So Peter says, Ro, what's your opinion on slogans on our nice little flag? I was watching Glastonbury last there, and it was an Irish tricolour with a slogan across it. I think it's disgusting, just my opinion. You see, this is, it's definitely it's one. But tell me, hey, Peter, Clover's own banner that you carry on the back of the stage, it has Clover on it and your logo in the middle. Is that there not in the back of on an Irish tricolour? I could be wrong now. I could be forgiven for thinking that's wrong, but and actually I've made my own banner I use as well for doing the live shows. It is Tricolour Night. I mean, I suppose it's whatever you feel. I mean, it's some people think it's wrong, and some people don't. Now, see, when you talk about things that are out of taste, and probably taste is a wrong word. I seen Aidan put up from Patter Brown's put a post up yesterday, right? So somebody had and he was more listening, this is a great idea, but I was sort of going, geez, I don't know if it's in good taste or not. So somebody obviously had their wedding yesterday, knowing you do the table plan. So somebody had done all of the hunger strikers as their table plan names, and I was sort of going, like, even Laura was like, I showed her, and she's like, what? That isn't such like bad, like, I mean, obviously the hunger strikers died of starving themselves, and these people are like sort of like putting their wedding table plan as the hunger strikers names, and we were sort of a bit like, oh no, that's a bit definitely out of, like, I don't think they maybe thought that through when they've done that. They're definitely split opinion, because I was looking at the comments when he didn't put it up, and a lot of people going, oh, brilliant, fair play, and a lot of people going, oh no, definitely not for me, that wasn't that should never have been done, like, so it wouldn't. Let's see, Joseph Agnew, what have you written this in? Hi Ro, those wee eyes just make you melt. Typical woman ruling the roost at a very young age. God bless her. Yes, I'm listening. I have 3 women in the house ruling the roost. I have an 8-year-old of Laura, who I'm not mentioning her name, like, and our age, and then Maeve, who now is nearly 10 months and not a tooth in her yet, so she isn't, like, I don't know where the hell the teeth are. See Jim McCaff, not appropriate, my man. Peter Conway says, can you play a song from a great friend we lost? She was like a sister to me, Tracy oh yes, Tracy. Yes, mate, I knew Tracy myself, met her in Bundoran many times, had great crack with her. So yeah, and we actually remembered Tracy on the show that day, when we found out she'd passed. We done a wee montage for her, put her picture up on the screen also with it. So yeah, right, so I'm trying to find it back right. Wasn't it before I was rudely interrupted by Peter there. He actually talking about Glastonbury last night. Danny is see Paul McCartney set, and they actually brought on Bruce Springsteen and Dave Grohl as well. Jesus, I watched most of it this morning on YouTube, and here, for somebody that's 80, like, and still doing what he done last night, phenomenal, like, absolutely brilliant. So it was the freezer. Right, so what do we have lined up next? We're going to do a song for somebody asked earlier on for a bit of Krista Coyle. So we'll do Krista's track here. See what number is it on her album. It's number 2. Here it is here. So we're going to do, you all know my favourite song, Willie and Danny. So we'll try and sort of play a different version of it every other week. So many bands have covered this here. So we'll do Krista's version. Just from a Krista Coyle's album, From the Streets of Free Derry. This is the ballad of Willie and Danny, folks, on Rebel Sundays.
Tired of seeing this place run down. I said, take your blindfolds off, you hypocrites, and help get us off the ground. And please say it isn't so. Well, Willie and Donnie, they had a go. The reason's very clear. They're laying down their lives for 70 shots between their bodies. Not one of those bullets had missed. And that's for every trigger that we pulled that morning. A volunteer will enlist. And for 5 long hours they left them lying there. The priest, he was turned away. And that's another step lower for those SAS bastards. We'll never forget that day. And please say it isn't so. While Willie and Danny, they had to go. The reason's very clear. They're laying down their lives for us year after year. The funerals were to prove their worthiness, as thousands that thronged the streets. And while the postal boys hovered helplessly overhead, the rap came out to salute. And they emptied their magazines over each coffin as they finally the crowd was sent. And another day dawns and the guns will be out again. 'Cause Willie and Danny had friends. And please say it isn't so. While Willie and Danny, they had to go. The reason's very clear. They're laying down their lives for us year after year. Please say it isn't so.
There we go. The ballad of Willie and Danny from our own Krista Coyle, who I'm sure will make it onto the list of the obviously one of the nominees for the awards we're going to be doing later in the year. Folks, we're talking of obviously another big emphasis going to be made on the Hills Donegal Satellite Supporters Festival happening this September. There's a big push going to be happening for the next few weeks. So great to hear that Mickey Bell has given me 3 sets of wristbands for the festival. So I'm going to be giving them one set away at the start of every month between July, August, September. So next week is the first week we're going to be giving away the first of the wristbands for the festival. So really looking forward to it. And so obviously I was talking to Mickey the other day when he was on his cruise. So him and Mary absolutely loving life. Fair play to them. They deserve everything they get. So he was saying, so obviously this year there's going to be Alan Thompson, obviously the ex-Celtic player, is going to be there doing a Q&A, and possibly one other ex-Celtic player as well, who we can't mention yet until it's confirmed, but it could be the two of them, but definitely Alan Thompson anyway is going to be there. So I'm going to be hosting the Q&A with him, which I'm really looking forward to, and we're going to be taking questions from the crowd as well. So we're going to do here now, I say, Mickey has given me 3 sets of wristbands, so obviously 6 wristbands in all, but 3 sets of double wristbands. So I'm going to be giving the first one away on next week's show. So what I'll do, I'm going to play the wee flyer or the video that we've made up for the festival. So if any of us haven't been to this festival yet, folks, you need to look into it. It's a phenomenal weekend. Runs from Thursday to Sunday in Bundoran, County Donegal. The last weekend in September every year. So we'll play this here now. Hopefully you'll enjoy what you're hearing. The band playing the song is Ansparad. It's actually they took from their set on the last night of the festival in the Allingham from a few years ago. So it's not great quality, but the music is actually recorded from a phone. But it's because they mention like sort of Bundoran in the song. That's why I've chose this one. So here's the wee flyer, folks. So I hope you enjoy us here, and hopefully to see a few of you at the festival this year.
see. I can't get up, I can't get up. Step and stay as you fall home. I just can't shoot the bed and
For finally back at the festival this year, I can't wait to go. Say, it's, if any of you know me, I usually talk about that festival from start of the year to the end of the year, just talking about going. It's just, you meet up with so many people. I've met so many people now who I call close personal friends from actually going to the festival in the first place. I actually started going to it with the flute band. You've seen there the picture of the Only Alta flute band in the video. I started going to the festival when I was playing with the band. And obviously, when I left the band, the podcast sort of started, and then Mickey had asked me to bring my show, the live show we're doing on Saturday. So if any have been there over the last few years, we'll do a live set every Saturday afternoon. Now it's usually outside the Centre Hotel, but this year the hotel isn't going to be part of the festival because I've took in the government grant for the Ukrainian refugees. So it'll probably maybe outside one of the other venues, we'll see, but it's definitely going to be happening, folks. So yeah, get your tickets at £50, folks, for the wristband for the whole weekend. You can see there a couple of bands making their debut this year. Obviously, you've seen Clover, Liam McDonald as well, and there's a few bands haven't been in a while. Toot and Nazi Glass Nevins will be back this year, so looking forward to seeing the boys there. Let's see, John Boy says, told everyone at the Celtic Convention to get their arses over to Bundoran. It's brilliant. It is, mate, definitely. It's some weekend, but I say you usually need a week after it to recover. Right, so another, we're going to play some more new music now. We'll have another new album released this week. A great singer from Liverpool called Shay Doolan. Shay, obviously, we had him on the show last year, so he's going to be an art guest for us in the coming weeks. I think it's the 17th. He's going to be coming on the show. Shay's just released another album, and this one is called Music That Keeps the Spirits Free. I think there's 8 or 9 songs on it. Fantastic album, so it is. So really looking forward to having Shay on the show. So we're going to play us here from his album. This one is God Bless This Lovely Land of Mine. Just Shay Doolan, folks, from the Liverpool Scottish Irish singer, from his brand new album, The Music That Keeps the Spirits Free. And so we're going to have Shay on the show in a few weeks' time. So looking forward to that. Here we go.
This lovely land, the old man said, hunger for your future grand. What greater hunger can there be? I hunger still to see her free. Well, God bless this lovely land of mine. God bless the mountains, the hills and the valleys. Someday the sun will cease to shine, and I'll desert this lovely land of mine. My gallant comrades have passed away, but with a song I sing today. I sing my song before I die. Well, it's God bless this lovely land of mine. Oh, God bless this lovely land of mine. God bless the mountains, the hills and the valleys. Someday the sun will cease to shine, and I'll desert this lovely land of mine. Oh, God bless this lovely land of mine. God bless the mountains, the hills and the valleys. Someday the sun will cease to shine, and I'll desert this lovely land of mine.
There we go. So the Shay Doolan there, folks, for you with God Bless Us Love You Land of Mine from his new album, music that kept the spirits free. As you've seen there, I put the flyer up. Shay is going to be special guest here in the show, folks, on Rebel Sundays there on Sunday the 17th of July. So we're looking forward to having Shay back on the show. He was on a while ago there, obviously it was the phone interview, and he's been getting a lot of big gigs since he was last on, so a lot of stuff to talk about for Shay, so looking forward to that. Right, so what time are we on here now? We're on 14:42, another hour and just over 15 minutes to go today, folks. So keep getting your requests in. If you've asked for something that I haven't played it yet, just get it in again, and I'll try and get it in there. Now, there's a few here I have lined up to do next, so we're going to do. Right, so let's see, where's that comment there? Jim McCaff says, I was in Bodenstown when I was 10 or so. We only alto flute band, loved it. Yeah, it's just something about Bodenstown. Like, obviously it was last week, so it was the latest parade. It's always on Father's Day, and I've been going to Bodenstown for years, like, with my parents on the bus, and obviously then with the various flute bands. We went like with Lagan Valley, and then with our new flute band, and then obviously on with the O'Neill's flute band for many years. It's a great day out, and it's a great commemoration, so it is. Let's see, Jim McCaff says, Rogan, say hi to my granddaughter Kaylee. She loves you. Well, thank you very much, Kaylee. Cheers for tuning in. Dan Breen, rest in peace, Ellen Cassidy, who passed away at the Celtic Convention in Las Vegas. Yes, I seen that there. A few people were sharing that there. Did she not pass away when she got home? I thought maybe she took ill or something at the Celtic Convention in Las Vegas, and then she passed away when she got back home. But I seen a few people sharing that there during the week. So hail, and thinking of the family of Ellen Cassidy over in Scotland. Peter says, what about Grace, big man? Hail. Yes, I'm going to do that there next. So we're going to do another song here. This is from another song featured on my album, Reps for Hope. This is my go-to version of Grace. It's Callie's Men's version. It's a bit more livelier than everybody always asks for the Wolf Tones version. It's nice, like, but it's just very humdrum. I mean, so I love playing this version here. So here we go. For Peter, who asked for this one, Peter Stephen Whaley, was looking for Grace. This is Kelly's Men, folks, on Rebel Sundays with the Ballad of Grace.
As we gathered in the chapel here in Old Kilmainham jail, they think about these past few weeks. Oh, they say we failed from our school days. They have told us we must yearn for liberty. Yet all I want in this dark place to have you here with me. Oh,
hold me in your arms and let this moment linger to take me out at dawn, and I will die with all my love. I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye. I know it's hard for you, my love, to ever understand the love I bear for these brave men, my love for this dear land. And when all me two sides join in the GPO, I had to leave my own safe bed. To him I had to go. Oh, gracious, hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. But take me out at dawn, and I will die with all my love. I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye. As the dawn is breaking, my heart is breaking too. On this May morn, as I walk by, my thoughts will be of you. And they'll write some words upon the wall, so everyone will know I love so much that I could see the blood upon the road. Let's hear you! Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. To take me out at dawn, and I will die with all my love. I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye. Oh no, there won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye.
Thank you. There we go. So the Kelly's man there and the bold Marty Healy there with Bottle Grace, folks, for Stephen. Yeah, that's that one. Or what's Stephen? Peter? Somebody anyway. It's Rebel Sun. He's down to the last hour and 10 minutes, folks. Listen, what's the crack? And Emily watching the Armagh match. What's the score at the minute? We need to know. Jim McCaff says, cheers, Ro. Class, my man. You just lit the house up. Love it, my man. Let's see. Marty says, I'm back. Need to sort dinner and a wee hoover around. What did I miss? Oh, mate, you don't want to know what you missed. Seriously, you may go back and listen. No, nothing, mate. Jim McCaff, God rest Nanny B, or wee soul. From Killy, Nanny B, favourite tune. Cheers, thank you. Joseph McGuy says, yeah, great version of the tune. Get the Informer on, please, Ro. Terry is looking for plastic bullets. Patrick Gallagher, what's crack, Packer? How you doing? Martin Kane, Paddy Kelly. Yes, right. Don't worry, Marty. I'm gonna get it on. I forgot about it. So it's gonna be on the next 3 songs. So there's it was over there. Oh, she lived past me over there. Okay, My apologies. I thought I read that she had got sick or took ill or something, but passed away when she got home. So yeah, unfortunately, Galway 1-9, Armagh 10. So that's what Galway leading by 2 points at the minute. So what is it still in the first half? Is it? I don't know. Right, so we'll do let's see, Eamon Malley asked for this one. He's looking for the Black Watch. Cheers, Eamon, mate, for the day. Right, we'll go do this here. Love this, the version the Irish Brigade does this. So hopefully won't cut off Facebook. Like, this is from their album Live at the Sidewalk in Dublin. So it is an older album, but a great version of this song. So here goes the Black Watch for Eamon Malley, folks from Rebel Sundays. And we'll have a song of my ma. Let's go, come on. She just brought me a lovely cup of tea up there, so had to keep her happy, you know. So we'll go do her song next, and then we'll do Marty Kane's song after this one. So here we go. This is for Eamon, who's looking for the Black Watch on Rebel Sundays.
Another wee song we learned quite a number of years ago. We picked it up in Glasgow. So for all the folks over tonight, all our friends over from there tonight, a wee song called The Black Watch.
You've heard about the B-men, the cruel are you see. You've heard about the black and tans and bygone mystery. But there's another regiment that never called his own. They're known as the Black Watch, commissioned by the throne. And it's strolling down the falls, with ray guns and gas, terrorising women as they're coming out of mass. As sure as Scottish traitors we never will forget. Thank God we know the Irish sure aren't beaten yet. These soldiers come from Scotland, a place you all know well. The hardest parts of Glasgow, the teddy boys that dwell. They're giving a British uniform, they're giving a British gun. They join a British regiment to have themselves some fun. And it's strolling down the falls, with ray guns and gas, terrorising women as they're coming out of mass. As sure as Scottish traitors we never will forget. Thank God we know the Irish sure aren't beaten yet. When I grow up and marry and have a little son, I tell him about the regiment and the terrible things they done. And when he gets older and becomes a man like me, he'll become a volunteer and set Ireland free. And it's rolling down the falls on ray guns and gas, terrorising women as they're coming out of mass. As sure as Scottish traitors we never will forget. Thank God we know the Irish sure aren't beaten yet. Rolling down the falls with ray guns and gas, terrorising women as they're coming out of mass. As sure as Scottish traitors we never will forget. Thank God we know the Irish sure aren't beaten yet. Thank God we know the Irish sure aren't beaten yet.
Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there, I do not sleep. Do not stand at my grave and cry while Ireland lives. I do not die. A woman's place is not at home. The fight for freedom still goes on. took up my gun until freedom's day and pledged to fight for the IRA. In Armagh jail I spent my time. Strip searches were a British crime, degraded me, but they could not see I'd suffer this to see Ireland free. Gibraltar was the place I died. McCann and Savage were by my side. I heard the order so loud and shrill of Thatcher's voice saying shoot to kill. Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. Do not stand at my grave and cry while Ireland lives. I do not die while Ireland lives. I do not die.
There we go. Sound of Cara McCann there, folks, with the bottom real frost. Basically, my man Kate, who asked that one. I always play her version. It's a beautiful, beautiful version of that song. Just so wellly, is that even a word? So wonderfully sung. I say it's very, very rare you'll hear Cara singing any sort of rebel song now. So it's great to be able to have it on MP3 to still play. Let's see. So 48 minutes gone. So it's Armagh 11, Galway 111. So Jesus are winning by 3 points now then. Joseph McGuire says, Ro, does that say gobshite on that mug of tea you're drinking, or am I seeing things? Yes, this is it does indeed. This is the cup my mother tends to give me. It says, you're a gobshite, but you're my gobshite. So well, that's not too bad. Audrey, who I'm not jealous of at all. Happy Rebel Sunday, Ro. Listen at the pool in Turkey, my home, for the next 10 weeks. Actually, I'm not jealous at all of you, Audrey. Like, Turkey? I mean, who would want to be here right now? Look at this here. This is a picture Audrey just stuck on Facebook a while ago. You're going to be here for 10 weeks? Jesus, you must be getting everything done, are you? The teeth, the boobs, the hair, everything. So you are over there now. We're over for 10 weeks. I'm only joking, Mrs. I hope you enjoy Turkey. We haven't been there in donkey's years. Where was it actually we were in Turkey the last time? Marmas, something was it we went to? I'm not sure. But yeah, here, enjoy your holidays, or whatever you're up to over in Turkey. You deserve it, Mrs. Sudi. Let's see. Jim McCaff, what a tune. Yeah, love this song. What a beautiful song. Class. Yep, great song, definitely. Yeah, we're all loving that their version, that their song. It is, yeah, it's classic. Yes, Marty as well. He did see gobshite written on the mug, so just family didn't see it. See, it says there, you're a gobshite, but you're my gobshite. So, well, some people have called me a lot worse, so gobshite isn't too bad. Carlan says, can you play Kinky Boots? See, Jim says, must be 10 days. Audrey. Have it on now. Galway looking well. Oh, Jesus, this could be, I don't know. Where. Has the Armagh keeper scored today, has he yet? Emily with 11 points. Right, let's see what we're going to do next. So yeah, we're going to do this here for Marty. We haven't played this here song from Emer a while in the show, so we'll do this now. Marty Kane asked me for it. So where is it lined up? We're going to do it now. And so this here will definitely probably be one of the contenders for like a song of the year. For the 21-22 this release between sort of like last year and the end of last year. So yeah, phenomenal version, folks. Remember when we first played this song on the show? It just it blew up. And it's a class version. So here we go. This is Emer McLachlan with her version of Paddy Kelly, The Pride of Dungannon. Let's say this features Katie Kelly. It's Triona's daughter, Paddy's granddaughter, and vocals as well. So great to have this on recording. So for Marty, this one's for you, mate. This is Emer with and Lynn, you'll be lucky today. Two Emer songs. The day for you're getting treated on a Christmas song as well. You're our favourite gobshite. Well, Terry, thank you very much. I'm well chuffed out there. Here we go.
When I think of our soldiers and the battles they fought to tear down the rules of the crime, how my eyes fill with tears as it's brought to my ears of those men who will ne'er be forgotten.
In Carrickfergus, Paddy Kelly was born at a time of injustice and pain, when his lonely home had struggled and fought in the grips of those cold English chains. As he grew to a man, he saw at first hand the plight of his country around him. When those brave Irish soldiers had laid down their lives in the depths of those cold H-block cells, from the teachings and words of the brave Bobby Sands, for his country he took up the fight. When our brave Bobby Sands had given his life to gain Ireland's justice and right, back to his family in his hometown Dungannon, he moved there to start a new life and to take up the reins of his family's long history of rebels against England's might. He rose to the ranks of our bold IRA, his humble beginnings well known, to the officer commanding that mighty brigade of those men from that great East Tyrone. Informers had tried and immeasurably failed to lay down our volunteer load, but with discipline, cool and calm dedication, our hero would strike one more blow. He trained up our bold volunteers to a man, as his ancestors did long before him. The blood in his veins, it ran just the same, with the longing for old Ireland's freedom. Then in Lochar one day, when our bold IRA went bravely to fight for their freedom, an ambush was led, with their lives they have paid. Our men fell in action forever. So they led him to rest in old Eden dark, with the green Tom and Shamrock and his children said one last farewell to a man they had loved so dearly. From a family revered by the brave Thomas Clark in the days of that great East Rising came a true Irish son who from war never run, Paddy Kelly, the pride of Dungannon. Paddy Kelly, the pride of Dungannon. La 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 la. Paddy Kelly, the pride of Dungannon.
There we go. Sound of Emer there for you with Katie Kelly. That's the Paddy Kelly, the Pride of Dungannon. Spicy for Marty Kane, that one. So, Neil, you're a bit read my mind, so you did. I had this here lined up 2 minutes before you put this here comment up. So he says, I didn't find Saoirse's version of The Informer on Spotify, but Glasnevins is there. Now, the Saoirse's version is on YouTube, but I'm trying to play most of the stuff from Spotify on this other laptop I'm using, so I'm going to play this one. So yeah, I found now Conor Kelly's version obviously is equally as good as Big Pat's, and I would say his father-in-law. Well, not yet, he is going out with Pat's daughter, so he is. But they both have a sort of similar kind of voice, so they do. Conor Kelly's just a phenomenal singer. So we are going to get one there from Glasnevin's album, We Want the Earth. We Only Want the Earth, their version of The Informer. So we're going to get there next phase, folks. Son of Erin. Hey, I hope you're well. Can you play a song for Ireland, sung by Dan McCabe, please? Yeah, it's a great version there, so it is. Now, talking about Dan McCabe, he's playing up here in the Féile, right? So he is. And he's playing in the Devonish. And somebody put a post up, somebody tagged me in the post for it about 3 weeks ago. And said, like, oh, Dan McCabe. And I replied to the comment or saying, oh, geez, if I want to fall asleep for 2 hours, I'll just stay in the house. So, and it wasn't aimed at Dan McCabe being like a crap singer or whatever. I think the wee lad is brilliant. He's a phenomenal singer. But for me, to go to his show, I don't think I could enjoy it, because see someone that sort of sits down the whole time when they're singing, right? And actually all of his songs, none of his songs are lively at all. They're all just like all real ballady, slow songs. And like, don't get me wrong, Dan McCabe is phenomenal. He's an amazing singer. But that's what I had said on the comment on the post when they tagged me. I said like, oh, if I want to fall asleep, I'll stay in the house. So next year, a guy, Brenton Meehan, I know, who's playing the band with me. I think he was doorman on the Fallons or whatever. And he says, oh, you want to listen to one of your own podcasts? I know what, I'll fairly put you to sleep. So it will. And I was like, oh, you wee bitch. So, and he didn't reply to that. So obviously it was a wee digger if he doesn't like the podcast. But sure, loads of people do like it, so we'll not worry about one person making a wee sort of silly comment. But yeah, but Neil, yes, I'm going to play Glasnevin's version. It is an equally class version. Those are my guy. Thanks for this tune. Roland McDonald. Ro, just search for Under Poddick Moore. It's under that there one. Well, listen, I've lined up Glasnevin's version, so I'm going to play it there one now. The version of The Informer. Shane, it's up here now. But anyway. Sean McFarlane. Yeah, are you talking about the Dan McCabe thing? Yeah, sure. It's on YouTube. Yes, I know it's on YouTube, Joseph, but to say, I'm trying not to go on between YouTube and Spotify on this laptop. I want to try and play most of the stuff from Spotify on it. Martin, let's see. I'll start you off the wee tiny one, Jim. You'll work away on that note. I have no clue what you're talking about there, so I haven't. But anyway, here we go. So we're going to this one here for... who actually had originally asked? I think it was Joseph that asked for The Informer. So we'll go to this one here. This is Glasnevin's version, say, from their album, We Only Want the Earth. This is Rebel Sundays, folks, for the last 50 minutes this Sunday. Come on, Connor. Oh.
In a barn near the border, down the staircase dark and dim, gathered soldiers from the front line, there to rest and settle in. They had travelled over the mountains, through the marshes and the mud, growing weary from their battle, stretching days without their grub. animal farmer, he slipped a notice to the street. The barracks full of soldiers, fast he ran without delay. But he sold him of his comrades, they were helpless, they're to slay. 30 pieces was his making, as at Judas he broke his oath. And what happened shortly after, it has the mark upon his soul. Men of gallant defiance, bearing witness to their past. Men of vengeful resistance, wearing rifles for the land. How to use them, no man question, for the provost's agony. But amongst them, an informer, they slipped some notice to the street. With the Brits, they stopped I highlight on the 1,500 guns. And on a hillside, lay above them, there lay a squad of violent sons. Have no mercy was the order, as we slaughtered Satan's man. And they chased the few remainder to the bottom of the glen. Men of gallant defiant, bearing witness to their past. Men of vengeful resistance, wearing rifles for the land. And used them, though I questioned, for the provost's agony. Amongst them, an informer, he slips a notice to the street. There Gilmore, he was drinking, was having laughs with all the girls. He was promising them jewelry as grand as all the earls. And lying drunk across the table, they stole the silver from his coat. And knowing Gilmore sold his comrades, they ups a knife and slits his throat. Men of gallant defiant, bearing witness to their past. Men of vengeful resistance, wearing rifles for the land. And used them, though man questioned, for the provost's agony. And that night, a dead informer, he sent some notice to the street.
There we go. Son of the Informer there for you from Glasnevin from their album We Only Want the Earth. So we've just been removed from Facebook for the first time. Now, what we get this? We got 2 hours and 15 minutes. Now, the whole of last week we played the Wolf Tones, we played the Irish, we get everything. I'm didn't get removed from Facebook once. So we're just removed from Facebook now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up a new Facebook stream right now, and then we'll get it on. So let's see. James says, if you're not going to play Stevie's request for the song from Marcella, could you please play Big Song, Terrorist Dreamer? Now, what I was sort of saying was either one of them songs was going to get us knocked off Facebook. I think you even mentioned Big's name, and you're going to get knocked off Facebook CR. So I'm going to play a song from Marcella. I had that lined up to play after the next one. So, yep, song from Marcella is going to be on today. Don't worry, mate. Rome McDonald, A Fountain of Knowledge, as always. So is the original Penger Band demo of The Informer is a fast song. Always knew it as the version of Big Pat done when Dougie played the original demo from the 80s, another great Jerry Breslin song. Yeah, Jerry Breslin, like what a guy. what an artist, he has written so many great songs. Sean Lynn, the Warrior West Belfast. Jim McCaff says that Mon the Raids and remain the band Sailors Cliftonville, hail hail. Now we're going to disagree here now, again, sorry, now you know my feelings on Chickenville, Jim, so I'll not be praising them at all, so I won't so to be trying to derail me in. Let's see, Jim, he says, so if Dan was playing at the back, you would close the blinds, probably would, mate, yeah, see, this isn't Dan McCabe advice. I mean, the young boy, he's phenomenal. He's great. Like what he does. For someone that's busy, he went from singing YouTube videos. Recording songs on YouTube and video, and they put them up to going viral, whatever. He has done so well, absolutely brilliant. But for me, I just think as a whole show, it's say when someone sits down the whole time, you could look probably say, well, Christy Moore sits down, but doesn't look at the age of Christy Moore now. I think it's like when Christy Moore didn't always sit down in his gigs, so he didn't. But obviously now we're lucky we have him out doing gigs without sort of obviously standing up the whole set. But just someone that sits down the whole set, and the sort of songs he plays, they are all ballady, slow things. Where to me, I probably would end up just falling asleep in the concert, so I would. But he's brilliant, so he is. But one thing I would say is, like, we had a chance to do it the last time he was playing at a gig with us. It was myself, Stefan, and Gary Oak in the Devonish. I think this was last year, was it? And literally, Stephen came in, done his sound check. Literally 5 minutes, half a song. Basically, Gary came in as well, like 5 minutes, half a song, sound check, and Dan McCabe came in. Obviously with his whole entourage, his management and all that and stuff, whatever. And I suppose like for the popular he is now and what he's doing, he needs a team behind him. So I think he had one guy with a keyboard and obviously Dan with a guitar. And I think his sound check must have lasted an hour. Like we actually waiting to hold the doors open. We couldn't have people in until he finished the sound check. Like so we hadn't. And I was going like, see for real? Like he's taking an hour to do a sound check for a piano, a keyboard, and a guitar. Like, but so that's why. Yes, if he was at the back garden up, I would close the blinds. If he was doing a gig at my back, in short, so would let's see. He was standing busking in Dublin. James McClave, yep, gone from Facebook. It's back on now, so it is. I've just jumped back on. Stephen O'Donnell, George and Pop are looking for the Death for Revenge as well. Yeah, so Facebook has jumped. Actually, we're a bit more viewers now since I restarted the Facebook stream. So I have. So there you go. Right, sorted on this account. Right, so what are we going to do next? So somebody earlier on, actually, we're going to do the song from Marcella now, and we'll do this version and say, this might get us knocked off Facebook as well. We'll have to start up a new stream. So we'll have a couple of people ask for this one. Is that the final score now, Marty? Is Armagh 13, Galway 116. So that's our 3, 4, 5, 6 points ahead. Jesus Christ. That's a fair big gap to get there. Nice with us. Carl McCroy, can you play Black as a Colour for Rob and Terry? Their 26th wedding anniversary this Tuesday. Jesus, there we go. 26 years. I kind of think, actually, well, next Sunday is going to be my 12th wedding anniversary, so it is. Yeah, next Sunday. So, but I'm going to be here, folks. Don't worry. Put it in the show. We're going to go out on Friday nights. We are for a wee meal and stuff, whatever. Because I have a wedding to do on Saturday. So, but yeah, next Sunday's my wedding anniversary. Crazy to think, 12 years. Like, I couldn't imagine 26 years. Like, so I couldn't. Right, so we're going to stop mumbling on. So this is Bick McFarlane with that song from Marcella for the few that asked for it, and say if Facebook does knock off, it probably will. But we'll just restart it again if it's.
Doesn't seem quite so long ago, the last time that I saw you. And ain't it funny how the memories grow? Seems they always fold around you. They try to break you in a living hell, but they couldn't find a way. So they killed you in an H-block cell and hoped that all would turn away. They thought your spirit couldn't rise again, but you dared to prove them wrong. And in death you tore away the chains. Let the world hear freedom's song. Yet the heartache and pain linger on. They're still here, though it's so long since you've gone. But we're stronger now. You showed us how freedom's fights can be won. I wish there was an easy road to choose, bring the heartache to an end. But easy roads are always sure to lose. I've seen it time and time again. If you could stand by me like yesterday, I'd find the strength to carry on. So let your spirit shine along the way, and our day will surely come. Yet the heartache and pain linger on. They're still here, though it's so long since you've gone. But we're stronger now. You showed us how freedom's fight can be won if we all stand as one.
There we go. So of Brett and Bick McFarland are with a song from Marcella, and I'm just expecting any minute now for us to get the wee red flag and go boom. Cheerio, you've been booted off Facebook. So we'll see. It may come in a minute. Let's see. Rambo says, look to play Admiral William Brown, please. Thanks. Maybe over for the minute. Let's see. Would love Derry to win, my man. A lot of friends from Dunloy and Derry would love it. Well, let's see. That wee Derry team, very fit and fast, no fear. Actually, we didn't see any of the match today, the Galway match, so I don't know how Derry would fit against them. But listen, going by yesterday, like they just were out of the traps like straight away, bang, 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 bang. So it'll be interesting. Let's see where it's going to go. Make it and have another Northern team in the final this year anyway. Carl Andler says, heard Tomboy sing this song. He is brilliant. Let's see. I'm easy. A lot of folk are underestimating Derry. Well, I suppose you could say it there from the start of the campaign. Everybody was underestimating Derry, but I think maybe there just is something about Rory Gallagher that that's it's really given him a push, especially this year anyway. See, talking about obviously Rory Gallagher, there's a great set of podcasts on YouTube with Tomas O'Shea, obviously the former Kerry player, and I only came across him there, so I've been trying to obviously do a lot of them from the start. Watched one the other day with Muggsy O'Mulligan. It was hilarious, very, very funny. So it was that was one of the first ones he done. Then the one he done with Joe Brawley was fantastic. So it was really them two were real sort of like, obviously even RT when they're together, they're always going at each other. But it was a great podcast. But probably the best one I've watched yet was the one with Jimmy McGuinness. Absolutely brilliant. Real great story. Obviously, he was talking about the whole Donegal thing when they won the All Ireland and the grief they were getting for their sort of like sort of anti-football sort of tactics. And his thing was, listen, we won, didn't we? So like, stop the moaning. But yeah, if anybody's checking out, folks, go on YouTube for Tomas O'Shea, his podcast. I think it's on the second series now, and say there's some great interviews with some brilliant players on. So there is. Let's see. Mon Armagh draw so far. Isn't that over then? Is the match not over? Over now, draw. So is it go to a replay or what's the crack? Is it did the match finish? A draw then, or I thought that Galway was like winning by 6 points or something. Did Armagh go back and win them? Sammy Marshall, what's crack? Sammy, afternoon road, just in from work. Got another 2 tickets last night for December. Looking forward to it. Yes, mate, I've seen it. Thank you very much. Here, how did the parade go yesterday? I've seen Aileen put a few live videos up. Great to see Cope Bridge covered in tricolour. So it is for the Loughlin Island parade yesterday. So it is brilliant. Let's see. So it's going into extra time. So what happens there? Is it going to penalties or what? I've actually never seen with a GA match, if it finishes a draw at extra time, what happens there? Does it just go into a replay then again or what? Or going to extra time now? Or going see? Going by what everybody was saying there, I can't see the match. I thought Galway was it was ahead by about 6 points. Anyway, right, so it goes to pens? Serious? I've never heard, is this a new thing? I've never seen a GA match go to penalties in my life, have I? Maybe just haven't watched enough of it, I don't know. Right, anyway, extra time and penalties. So there you go, flip. That's something I would like to see now, so it is. I'm sure the Armagh keeper will be taking one anyway. He probably would be the first one up, so he will. Right, so somebody earlier on asked me to play the Informer, the Scapegoats. It was way at the top of the show, so I'm not trawling through all these comments from the 3 streams to try and find out who it was. So we're going to play it now. This great version from Marty Higgins from his album Lullabies and Battle Cries. Of course, Marty is over playing his trade, loving life over in Santa Ponsa. So he is. Fair play to him, he loves it. So it's Marty Higgins, folks, with Scapegoats. Obviously, a song all about the Birmingham Six. Listen to the words of this song about what the guys went through, like absolutely disgusting. And James himself being over there, will know, like, so he will. I'm sure this song wouldn't go down too well from where he's from, like, but I suppose people need to hear the truth of what it's about. Here we go. So for whoever asked this one, this is the brilliant Scapegoats. This is Marty Higgins, folks, on Rebel Sundays.
1974, and the days after the Birmingham pub bombing, 6 innocent Irishmen were wrongfully accused. They were then subsequently left to rot inside a British jail for 16 years. The only crime was being Irish in the wrong place and at the wrong time. This song is dedicated to the 6 men. The song is named Scapegoats. There were 5 men playing poker on the Haitian train. Fate was dealing them a cruel hand. Kid Callahan was walking home through the evening rain. not knowing what lay in store for them. You find traces of night road and cigarettes and matches, mic tabletops and the decks of playing cards. When forensics found traces in the hands of these 6 men, police drove up from Birmingham saying the case was closed. Have you ever seen the mug shots that were taken after 48 hours in custody? Battered and bruised, hundred looks on their faces. The judge, he accepted, they confessed willingly. Please take another look at what you see. And you tell me my family are being terrorized. Keep me awake 6 days and nights, confused and terrified. In the cold, cold, dark night, well, I swear the black is white. If you just let me lie down, close my eyes, I'll sign anything if you let me close my eyes. Scales of justice, but balance up your act. Talking to myself or to the wall. You Callahan, Paddy Hill, Jerry Hunter, Johnny Walker, Billy Powers, Dick McIlkenny, scapegoats all. For 16 years they were talking to the wall. Scales of justice, please balance up your act. Am I talking to myself or to the wall? Hugh Callahan, Paddy Hill, Jerry Hunter, Johnny Walker, Billy Powers, Dick McIlkenny, scapegoats all. For 16 years they were talking to the wall. For 16 years talking to the wall.
And from the War of Independence, a marching song called The Song of the Dawn from Anya here.
The song I sing is a song of home, a song of rushing doom, of glade and glen, of ford and fen, of lake and of mountain bloom, of sight that stand over all land to tell of long ago. Let your voices ring in the song I sing, shall never and go joy.
There we go. Song of the Dawn there, folks, from the Irish Brigade, live at Grace's in Glasgow. Brilliant album, that one. Check it out, folks, on Spotify as well. So that was for Lynn. She's doing her housework this afternoon, so I'm glad you enjoyed that one, folks. Listen, if you're enjoying the show and you're enjoying it every Sunday, please drop us a wee tip or a donation if you could. Anything that you have spare, big or small, you can drop it in on PayPal or Revolut. You can see over here, folks, just up there, you can see there's the Revolut one, and just up here is the one for PayPal. You can just scan them with your phone, it'll bring you straight to the link, or it's paypal.me/DJ Row Show or revolut.me/DJ Row Show. Folks, say all your donations help towards keeping the show going every week. I'd much rather be here doing this than be in a bar doing a christening and getting tortured by a load of manky kids doing my absolute head in for 5 hours. So say all the tips and donations every week, folks, that you send through, all you all know who you are, who send me regular bank transfers, PayPals, whatever, even the people that send something during the week when the show wasn't even on. It amazes me, folks. I'd be sitting in work or whatever, and about 10 o'clock at night I get a notification from PayPal or a bank transfer from sent through. Cheers, mate, just watch the show there from during the week last Sunday. Brilliant. Keep it up, thanks very much. So folks, honestly, cheers to you all. So if you can drop something in, it's much appreciated. Right, so somebody asked there for William Brown, one of my all-time favourite Wolf Tone songs. So it is. Let's see who asked for it. Where are we? Where is this now? Rambo, or is it Rambo JP73? Yes, so it says this song hasn't played enough. It's a great wee tune, so it is a couple of versions of this here now. There's one where the song starts off straight away, but I like this one where the sort of banjo comes in a bit later. So it is, so here we go. So this is for Rambo, asked for this one, he's looking for the Wolf Tones. We'll have down the last maybe 25 minutes of the day's show, folks, so if there's any more songs you ask for and I haven't played them yet, just pip them into the comments again and I'll try and fit them in for you. Here we go.
From a county Mayo town came a man of great renown. As a sailor and a soldier was none bolder. He went to America at an early age, they say, as a cabin boy to sail the wide world over. Then adventure took him south to the De La Plata mouth. San Martin was on the route in Argentina. So 3 whaling ships he bought, and Brazil and Spain he fought, and freedom then he sought for Argentina.
Now Admiral William Brown, you're a man of courage shown, and in battles fought, the odds were all against you. But your Irish heart was strong, and in memory still lives on, and in Ireland there are some that don't forget you. On St. Patrick's Day it's told, you had many victories bold. You defeated all invaders, thugs and bullies. Then through the pampas roamed, and you found a happy home, Las Islas Malvinas, Argentina.
He had heard of Irish hands in a noble gallant band that helped to free the land called Argentina. He had heard with great acclaim the Patricio's name and fame when in 1806 the British came for slaughter. And to this very day in the Argentine they say the English ran away from Buenos Aires to the islands further down, and they took them for the crown, Las Islas Malvinas, Argentina.
We remember William Brown and his land of great renown. The invader robbed the islands from your country, when in 1833, whereby pirates forced to flee, and in Ireland sure we know the story fully. And the people that went to the Argentine when you to escape the English laws, wars and famine, They have proved a loyal crew, just like all the Irish do. Las Islas Malvinas, Argentina.
The old colonial days and the cruel English ways, with our thunder plunder we will teach the natives. For the Brits are going to war, just like Whitelock did before, with her ships and guns and drums and flags and banners. In the Empire days of old, when they murdered for the gold and paraded it around the streets of London. Oh, no human rights were given to the natives dead or living. Las Islas Malvinas, Argentina.
In the Argentine he died, Father Fahy by his side. 57 was the year his country mourned him. A hero of the nation, he's remembered with elation throughout the world where freedom still abounds. And the Southern Cross, take note, where bold Willie Bulfin wrote, the Irish still support you, Argentina. With the empire tumbling down, let no paddies back the crown. Las Islas Malvinas, Argentina. With the empire tumbling down, let no paddies back the crown. Las Islas Malvinas, Argentina.
I was climbing into bed, my poor old granny side. I looked out of the window and the army had arrived. The house was soon surrounded, they battered the front door in. I knew they'd come to take away the little me granny's bin, and it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. She opened up the window and she clambered down a spout. Soon her bin was rattling forth to call the neighbours out. She then took out a whistle and she blew away like hell. And soon we heard the echo as the neighbours blew as well. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. A soldier came right up the stairs, his rifle in his hand. She kicked him with her button boots and along the hall she ran. Then up and stepped another one, some medals for the win. But all he got right up the gob was a little me granny's bin. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. The music rose like thunder as the bins and whistles played. The army soon retreated, they knew they'd overstead. It wasn't made of silver, it was only made of tin. But once again it saved the street, the little me granny's bin. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. Now war has had its weapons since men began to fight, and everyone has different ways to try and show their might. The army has tried everything to cover up its sins, and now the plastic bullets fail, they're trying plastic bins. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. Go home, kind friends, and go to bed. Sleep as best you can. But if trouble comes along, get out and lend a hand. To all you fair young ladies, if trouble does begin, get out into your backyard, love, and rattle away at your bin. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in.
Yeah, it's on a Blackthorn there for you folks with Little McGranny's Bin. Haven't played that one on the show in a while. I think somebody asked me for it last week, and I was just browsing through songs there, and it come up to me, I'll go stick that one on there. So yeah, great wee tune, that one. Little Granny's Bin. Very old, you can hear it, the cracking and all. I think it must be like an original vinyl version or something, so it is. Right, folks, we're pushing on the last 10. Go try and fit in 3 more songs on today's show. And if there's anybody that asks for a song and think I'm going to play it, please forgive me, folks. Joseph McGowan, he's saying, let's see. Good people on the stream. We all more or less have the same vibe. More or less have the same. See, that's the grey area there is. We all more or less have the same values, but some people maybe a bit more or less than others. You know what I mean? But yeah, bit of crack. Right, so we're going to try and rattle through these. Who had asked for? I think it was Son of Aaron. He was looking for Beeswing. So we're going to do a great version here of another great Dairyman, Marty Healy. Not to be confused with Marty Heaney. Another maybe well, let's say a great Dairyman. We'll say another Dairyman, like, but but Marty Healy definitely has a great Dairyman. So this is from one of the albums from Ronan and the Crew. I don't remember what one this here is from. I think it's from the very first Notes from Derry album, I think. Is it? Here we go. So this is Beeswing, and this is the one that features on my album, of course, Rebs for Hope. So here we go. It's Marty Healy, folks, for the last few tunes of the day. This is Beeswing. And don't forget, if you can drop us a donation, folks, to either of the wee PayPal or Revolut or as a bank transfer, please do. It's much, much appreciated. Cheers.
I was 19 when I came to town. They called it the summer of love. We were burning babies, burning flags, the hawks against the dove. I took a job at the steamy town in Caldron Street. I fell in love with the laundry girl, she was working next to me. Brown hair zigzagged around her face and a look of half surprise, like a fox caught in the headlights, the animal in her rays. She said to me, oh, can't you see, I'm not the factory kind, and if you don't take me out of here, I'll lose my mind. She was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. A lost child, well, she was running wild, and she said, as long as there's no price in love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way. Well, we bust around the market town for picking down in Kent, and we could take your lamps and pots and names wherever we went. We were camping down in Garrow one time, and the work was pretty good. She wouldn't wait for the harvest, and he thought we should. Then he said to her, we'll settle down and get a few acres dug, the fire burning in her hearth and babies on the rug. She said, oh man, you foolish man, that surely sounds like hell. You may be lord of half the world, you'll not own me as well. She was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price in love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way.
the pitch. Like a fool, they let her run away when she took her Itch. And the last they heard, she's living rough, way back in the Derby beat. White horse in her hip pocket and a wolf at her feet. And they say she even married once to a man named Romany Brown. Even a gypsy caravan was too much settling down. And they say your flyer is fading now, hard weather and hard booze. Maybe that's the price you pay for the change that you refuse. She was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price in love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way. She was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing. I miss her more than ever words can say.
It's so the bees wing our folks for you from Marty Healy. Sorry, just getting the wee text there from Rowan McDonald, mate. Yeah, it's how many years ago was that there? 2010. Jesus. But yes, definitely. Listen, folks, you may have seen me going there now. I've just got seen on Facebook. I don't know if you'll be able to see us here with the screen, right? But I've just seen a clip there of the wee melee at the end of the Galway and Armagh match. But I just seen it. See if you can see us here. The eye gouge on your man here. I think you won't be able to see it because of the light. But listen, just looking here, who this boy is. I mean, he's like stuck both his fingers and that Galway player's eye, like, Jesus Christ. I know, like, they're all for a bit of crack and all, and sort of a handbags at the end of the game or whatever, and there's passions flowing, but listen, that's out of order, like, woefully out of order, Jesus Christ. That's terrible. But I'm sure, like, it's whoever's done that there, he'd be, like, getting a ban for that, I think, because, like, it's clearly visible. That definitely isn't a bit of handbags there, that's wild. Right, so, folks, we're going to finish up with the last song of the day. Not too often I'll play two big songs in the same show, or one after another, or whatever, or two songs from one album. So this is another song features on the Rebs for Hope album. This is a great song from Pick McFarland, Terrorist or Dreamer. Had this on, somebody was on our podcast during the week, if it's listening to, and somebody played this song, and just when you listen to, you're able to listen to the whole words of it, knowing you're not like doing the show or planning something or looking at comments or whatever. When you're sitting there and listening and taking the whole song in, it's and actually Vic very rarely sings this song when he's doing his gigs. The last time he was on The Rock, I asked him to sing. He said, "Listen, it's too long. It's like 7 minutes. I don't normally sing it on the gigs." So we're going to do it now. This is going to be the very, very last song on the show, folks, and then we'll finish up as normal with Around the Veins. Here we go. This is Brick McFarlane, folks. Do a special for James. This one, here we go. This is Terrorist or Dreamer.
Sackville Street, the curfew drove the restless at his side. The black and tans marched up and down, the moon shone cold and bright. The shot was like a whip crack, pulled the first man off his feet. He died on bloody cobblestones while his comrades combed the street. They called up reinforcements, pulled the people from their beds. They were screaming, "Get the bastard!" but its fear was in their heads. Found him in a cellar, he was only 17, fighting for his country, dying for the green. The sergeant dragged him by the hair and beat him to the ground. Into this young man's body he emptied every round. Come out and take a look, he cried, as he marched his troops away. They went in stony silence, such a price to have to pay. Some knelt and prayed beside him, but it's too late anyhow. They said he was a rebel then, he's a hero now. In 66 this country sang the praises of the dead. We didn't call them rebels then, we used patriot instead. On every household TV screen we saw how hard they fought, how they spilled their life's blood, how freedom had been bought. The garden gates were opened up to silent motorcades. Cannons boomed and flags unfurled, solemn wreaths were laid. Prayers for those departed were called for loud and clear. For those who had been outlawed, but that was another year. Veterans lined up stiff and proud, their white hair ruled the wind, with their pride pinned to their gabardines, with thoughts upon their friends. And bitter wounds burst open, the scars of history went flying into our faces in stark reality. Just up the road from Sackville Street, but things are different now. They said he was a rebel then, he's a hero now. On the Falls Road soldiers push their glances left and right. Kids of the English working class, soldiers overnight, tossed into the melting pot of bloody war and strife, never understanding and fearing for their lives. Outside the Glen Road Brewery, oh, the bomb takes two away. The bomber's work is over, he's finished for the day. The terrorist or the dreamer, or the savage or the brave, it depends whose vote you're trying to catch, whose face you're trying to save. There's tea and cakes in Downing Street, there's whispers in the hall. Let's move the Cure Odisha, now our backs are to the wall. There's panic down in Leinster House, where words are seldom scarce. Send someone to Glasnevin quick to remember Patrick Pearse. Once more his crucifixion it seems a lie somehow. They said he was a rebel then, he's a hero now. Once more his crucifixion, well, it seems a lie somehow. They said he was a rebel then, he's a hero now. He's a hero now.
Folks, there we go. That's what is Brett and Beck McFarlane, special James, that one. That was Terrace or Dreamer. Folks, that's us for the day. Thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure. Great crack as always with you as all. Cheers for all the requests and all. Cheers for all donations. As always, you blow me away with the contribution you make to the show, folks. So thank you very much. Sorry if I didn't get any requests done. I can't get them all done. Just seen, I think Facebook is just going. Facebook has just been knocked off there. So what we're going to do is, because we are going to play the nice anthem for the last song, I'm going to just get it back on again, just for the last of the stream, so anybody that's watching Facebook can see it. But listen, that's the way it is. Two Brick McFarlane songs, and two of them gets us knocked off Facebook. So it is typical. So it is. So yeah, folks, we want to finish up and as normal with Around the Vein. So next week, I just will put up the post here again for you. We're back with a guest. We'll have Bo Lochran on next Sunday. He's live down Bundoran all weekend, so he's going to be taking a bit of time out from his gigs to do the interview live next Sunday afternoon. So I'm looking forward to that. Bo will be on. We're going to be playing 3 songs from Bo's album as well, the Scullery Sessions. So folks, here we go. Yeah, we'll finish up as normal with Around the Vein from our Rogue. So cheers to you all. I'll see you all back again next Sunday. So thank you very much. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon, folks. Cheers. Oh, that was back again. Cheers, it's wrong side. Here we go. Oh, we're on fire today. Cheers, folks. See you next week.
Winds are slow, her tender landikum, Beiffers besser, Chanter, Schöncher fasta, Niakbar, Pansiran of the town, and dots, I am Sabarnoel. They gone their kell on Bosno Sill. They gone their scrape. They labot now be left. Charlotte canning around the vein.
You have been listening to Rebel Podcast of Rory Carton. To listen to this and past episodes again, and to also check out future episodes, keep an eye on our official SoundCloud page. We are also available on all social media outlets. Just search Rebel Podcast. Bhí sé bhgéisteach an sin leis an fád cruúlaí Rebel le Rory McCarson. Le héisteach le seo agus hir hagran a ríis, agus na hagran atá le teach, caisúil ar siúificail sugin ar SoundCloud, agus táidir fáil ar gach cineal ardan ar na main thuisiúta. Ní mór ditch ach fád cruúlaí Rebel a curda.